back where we left off.
Heck yeah.
Indeed, indeed.
Quick recap of what happened last episode. Let's see, you guys captured two goblins by the name of Gobspit and Grubhub. Bound them against their will, and struck a deal with them for the exchange of buried treasure that they had somewhere nearby. Apparently, they asked for their freedom, or for at least the saving of their egg nest. Unfortunately, a strange third party came from out of the shadows and forced the party to leave the room a little prematurely before the nest could be secured. I believe Mandion Gelden only taking a mere 3 goblin eggs with him in his bag of holding before you guys had to leave the chamber behind you with your 2 goblins in tow. And there you guys found more darkness, more spooky cavern passageways, and a great flight of stairs that descended and took you even deeper into the earth. You spoke to these goblins a little bit and got to learn about some things. You heard the name Grizlak, who was presumably the leader of this goblin warband. A dangerous individual, but they're not. But they are also not down here living per se, as Mandion Gelden astutely was able to get out of the goblins. They are in fact here to perform some type of attack, the details of which are unknown at this time. For about an hour or so, you guys traversed deep into the depths, going along this stone stairwell, until you found yourselves at a small landing, a momentary reprieve from the constant decline you guys found yourselves on. And there, Clagone Brolin found the corpse of a man once familiar to him, the famous adventurer Beric Dondarrion, and took his famous sword for himself. You guys, wanting to rest and the goblins out of energy, decided to take a short rest in this small landing amongst these flight of stairs, subterranean stairs. And that is where we find ourselves at this time. The floor is yours, gentlemen. We have just finished our your hour-long short rest. The campfire that you are all huddled around is beginning to dim at this time. Skeezewell Binbag, you studied your chicken egg and deemed it to be worthy of incubation. You cast Prestidigitation on it last time to incubate your egg. It only lasts for an hour. That was an hour ago, so if you want to keep up your incubation, you'll have to cast that again.
I do. Is there a check for that?
No.
Okay.
No, it is a it is a relatively easy and trivial thing for you to do in the state of mind you are in currently.
Skeezewell warms the egg to incubation temperature.
Excellent. Yeah, pretty easy to do. You're not 100% certain if a Feywild chicken egg is even in need of such assistance. However, you figure better safe than sorry. Why not do it? Actually, will you make a nature check for me, please?
I will.
To see how much you know about Feywild chicken eggs. Oof. Yeah. Unfortunately, it is. You quite frankly are blessed. You've never even seen one, so to have one in your own possession, you think is certainly something worthy and of note. Mandion Gelden, you spent the short rest tuning up your suit and changing its armor model into a badass combat mode, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Guardian mode.
Yeah, successfully. Which I believe we spoke about, so you are a go-ahead on all things pertaining to that.
Excellent.
Clagone Brolin, you spent the hour spending time with your steadfast companion, Jebediah, and also praying to your sweet patron, Julianos, who has blessed you. You may add the 5 lay on hands that you spent during the short rest back at this time. As you can feel a wave of holy energy flowing through you, and you are blessed with the addition of 5 more lay on hands points added to your lay on hands spell pool. You should be now back at full lay on hands status.
Thank you, Julianos.
Praise be. With that, gentlemen, yeah, the campfire is beginning to dwindle. The goblins are slumped up against the dirt wall, their wrists bound together around what is now half of the litter, the other half of it used to construct the fire that you are all huddling around. The empty chest haphazardly tied to the single plank of wood that is binding the 2 goblins together. And the floor is yours, gentlemen. That is where we left off last time.
Damn.
You are.
Are we going down the stairs? Is that what we're up to right now? Or have we already gone down the stairs?
No, you guys went down the stairs, and then there was a break where this little landing was, and you guys decided to rest here for the evening. You're kind of in a rectangular shaped room at this time. Back behind you is where you guys came from, stairs leading back up, and on the other end of the room where you've yet to explore is what you believe to be more descending staircase with darkness beyond.
Alright, Skeezewell's gonna light a torch. Let me subtract 1. I only have 2 remaining now. Skeezewell.
Yes. Something certainly to keep track of while down in the depths. It's your light sources, gentlemen.
Hey, running low. I'm gonna tie this on your head, grub.
Oh, you hear? The goblins are still bound at this time.
Skeezewell's tying the torch to the goblin's head, and then he's gonna kind of like wheelbarrow them forward a bit. Like he's just standing behind. All right, I want to make the order clear. Grub is in front with the torch on his head.
Yep.
Gob is in the back. Skeezewell is manipulating Gob and the stick to force them forward.
No problem. Easy enough. They're a bit sluggish at first, but you have no problem manhandling them to follow with your orders. And they begin moving.
Yes, and Skeezewell's calling out to his comrades, asking them to come down the stairs and find out what's down there.
Okay.
Mandion is satisfied with his work. He's gonna try to scramble into his suit to try to follow Skeezewell.
Very good. Okay. You begin the arduous process of stepping into your suit once again from the rear and seizing yourself up into it as your suit and yourself kind of meld together to form this cohesive frame. If you'd like to ask for assistance, you can expedite this process. Otherwise, it will take 5 minutes for the suit to go about its, various functions.
All right, I will look over at Clagone and say, "Hey, have you ever worked one of these things before? Help me out." And I'll kind of hold this chest piece in with one of my arms while I have my other arms coming over, waving them over to the back of me.
Clagone mutters a quick prayer before stuffing his book into his handbag and putting Jebediah away before saying to Mandion, "I've never seen something like this before. I can't say that I know how to."
Well, you don't have to be careful. Just push me in, and you're gonna have to kind of slam the door shut real quick. Do it quick.
We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of hold myself up in the suit, and he'll push on.
All right, very good. Clagone, you get up behind the massive frame that is now Mandion Gelden. The suit and him seemingly expanding together and slowly almost inflating until he's about a foot and a half or so high. It's at this point that you can see what he was very likely referring to, these horizontally shutting doors upon the back plate of the suit that are just, a slow going process, and you place both the palms of your hands upon these doors and attempt to close it. I'll have you make an athletics check, please, to see how sturdy you are feeling at this time. Show us the money, Clagone Brolin.
Shut me in.
Ooh, nice. A 23. Holy shit. That was a 18 plus 5. Impressive. Yeah,
Nice.
with no issue at all, turning this 5-minute ordeal into but a mere minute and a half or so. You are able, Clagone, to force these heavy metallic doors of this armor suit shut and sealing your friend within it. You back away and kind of lurch over to see if he's all right, and the neck kind of twists around a little bit, the shoulders unlimber, and a little burst of steam emanates out from the large exhaust fans that are on both shoulders. And Mandion Gelden is suited up and ready for what's to come. Hopefully.
I hope so. I mean, yes.
Okay. Skeezewell Binbag is ushering his goblin, whatever you want to call them, over toward the unexplored stairwell beyond. Skeezewell Binbag ushering your goblins about. It isn't long before you are at the very top of these stairs, and the choice to begin descending is but an inch away. I can tell you, standing at the top of the landing, you don't see much other than darkness and very uniform stairs that continue at a very similar incline to the ones you've been traversing already.
Okay, so I have my warming effect, which is my prestidigitation.
That doesn't take concentration, does it? That's just happening.
You can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
So
that's all you have to keep in mind then. You should be good then.
But I do want to make sure. I want you to know that I consider the warming a non-instantaneous effect because I want it to be warming it the whole time to the perfect temperature.
Yep.
Not just like an initial warming and then it slowly stops warming.
Yep. Okay. I understand. Very good. Doing your utmost.
I'm just keeping it at the back of my mind. It's like so I'm also going to use one of my other. I guess can just use an instantaneous effect though, so it doesn't even matter. That's interesting. Anyways, so I'm going to. I'm going to use prestidigitation again. I'm going to create like a little sparkle that is going down the stairwell, and I'm going to yell out to Grub, who's in the front. I'm going to say, "Go on, Grub, you're the leader." Okay. Then,
yes,
as the spark is flying, and Grub is distracted, following it like a moth to the flame, I lean in to Gob, and I say,
"I make him go first because I want you alive."
You can hear the mumbling of goblin noise from his bound mouth.
So I'm gonna do more of this. I want to basically deceive the goblins into not liking each other. Like I want to misinform them and gaslight them to be like
he wronged you, he stole from you.
So I'm gonna be doing this more. So I want to roll when you feel it's appropriate though.
Yes.
Because I do want this to be a deceptive, manipulative act to
keep
them in line through undermining.
All right, I will keep this in mind. I would say right now, no roll required. Probably the
seeding stage.
Yes, I would say what you're doing is subtle enough, that it can be believed. Goblins, due to their very nature, are treacherous, ill-made creatures. Prone to greed, and fucking not respecting the hierarchy of authority, and et cetera, right? Goblin things.
Indeed.
So long as you don't, expound too much, right? Go too crazy. A check most of the time probably will not be needed. Like, the more direct you cut to the chase about like trying to turn them against one another, the more likely they'll be onto you. So if
All right, I
you,
like that. I like that.
right, so it may not be needed at least not every time, so long as you make it subtle enough.
But besides that general concept, I'm just pushing down the stairs, using the goblins as a lamp.
Yes, it should be said that your prestidigitation can only go a total of 10 feet, so that'll be just enough, to be, like 3 or so feet ahead of the front foremost goblin, and
Correct.
and tailing along the wall, and you can just keep that up, as you need and as you're trailing behind them. But you'll pretty much have to move in step with them to maintain your sparkler distraction effect.
I guess I will just have the effect like fade away. So like it was mainly to distract him while I whispered.
In that moment. Okay. All right. Very
Yes.
good. Very good. Okay. All right. Yeah. It seems to have worked okay, as the goblin was kind of clamoring over in that direction, and you begin to descend down the staircase.
Excellent.
Goblins in tow. What do we have for a marching order here, gentlemen? Are we keeping the goblins up front with Skeezewell, followed by?
I'll take up the rear.
Okay. So
in case
Clagone.
something sneaks up on us.
Okay. I'll push up in the middle, right
Very good.
behind Skeezewell.
Okay. Very fine.
So and the goblins, it's like the stick is like it binds them like one in front of the other, basically.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And Grub. Okay, Grub and Gob. Grub is first, Gob is second.
Yep. Tracking.
Okay, good.
Excellent.
All right, yeah, so that's it. That's
Very
it.
good. So, continuing down to the, well, unsure what, continuing down into the earth as it seems. Not much is seen. First half hour of travel of descending the staircase is uneventful. Every now and then the stairs are worn and someone trips and slips a little bit, but it's nothing but a superficial scratch or a very minor bump in the road. The footing is every now and again treacherous, but overall in all, it's a pretty structurally sound environment. Another half hour past that, an hour now of descension, and more of the same. Until you guys come to a large chamber. It appears like the stairway ends here, and instead of continuing into hallway, it opens into an expanse of some kind. You will have to peer in to get a closer look, but it appears to be a high caliber room of some kind.
High caliber. Okay.
Should we send the goblins to scout?
Might be a good idea.
Just in case.
Yeah. We can just send one out. Now we can send two out in multiple directions. Fan out.
I kind of like them bound together because then they can't run away
That's
as
true.
easily.
That's true.
Keep them bound. Yeah, send them as a unit.
Let's do it.
So I guess it's gonna be Grub's perception because he's gonna look in first with the torch on his head.
Yes. Do you want to issue a verbal command, or do you want to just push them forward into the darkness?
Yeah, I'm issuing a verbal command. I'm saying,
All right, Grub, go scout ahead.
The goblin seems apprehensive about doing so, but after about a few seconds of being clear that there is no other alternative for it, it begins to waddle forth into the expanse, carrying Gobspit along with him. As the goblins are pushing further into this expanse, I assume you guys are all kind of like standing side by side now to get an even view as to what is transpiring before you. You can all see that it's certainly a wide area. The ceiling isn't visible to you from your current perspective, and there are no walls, no perimeter walls being illuminated from where the goblins are. And the torch casts considerable light, so you imagine that the room must be quite expansive. Getting about 20 feet away from you guys now at this time, the goblins kind of shuffling subtly and looking, keeping their heads on a swivel. They're all looking around, looking every which way. They stop suddenly, and their attention is drawn to the front. And then, Skeezewell, you can hear faintly out toward near the goblins and near the near the middle of the chamber at this time. You can hear a bit of a panic, a bit of a muffled goblin panic ensuing, and the goblins begin shifting their way back toward the direction they came with haste. So it's only about a few seconds or so until the goblins are back in your presence. They say.
All right. I'm gonna All right. I'm going to. All right. I'm gonna go up to Gobspit. I'm gonna say, quietly, and I'm going to ungag him.
Oh, there are goblins in there. It's not good.
How many dead goblins?
I don't know. I saw at least 2 in there.
Were they intact dead goblins?
What? Well, yeah. They were in one piece. I guess if that's what you're asking.
Well done.
Are our eggs okay?
I look at Skeezewell and back at the goblins, and I say, "Well, do you see any way out?"
No, we didn't get far enough.
Well, why do you come all the way back here then?
Well, Grubhub's the one who's gonna see. We thought there was something dangerous in there, so we ran away.
I will just kind of hold my bag up to them, and then.
Oh shit! I ungagged the wrong one.
What? No, please.
I gag
No.
Gobspit and go to Grubhub and again whisper to him,
Now quietly.
and I ungag him.
Please take the torch off my head. It's burning my head.
Skeezewell does so.
You can see the black scorch mark from where the other torch had been burned down and receded to the goblin's head. Thanks, boss.
Now tell me what you saw.
3 dead gobos in there. Not good. Must have been something that killed them. Probably naughty humies. Like you. Well, kind of like you. You know.
We'll have to take a closer look.
I will rotate my right cuffling to create a defensive field and gain some temporary hit points before we go in.
Ooh, okay. I think you only have limited use of those, so please mark wherever, double check.
I will.
I think you have a resource counter for that shit.
I do. I have 2 of them.
Feel free to deprive yourself of 1, and I think you get temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus mod, or something like that.
You gain temporary hit points equals to your level in this class.
Oh.
So
Nice.
I will gain
4.
4.
Nice. All right, very good. You gain 4 temporary hit points. I think it is a separate thing for temporary hit points, is there not?
There is.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, please give yourself 4. You were feeling a bit more invigorated.
Excellent.
Okay. The goblins kind of take the time to orientate themselves with Grubhub back toward the front.
And
And they
I'll
await your command.
I'll look at my two companions and nod at them, and then kind of push the goblins out in front of us. We'll kind of travel as a group.
Hey, all right. Well, I guess we're going again. Grubhub says from the front.
Skeezewell, gag that one up again.
No,
Can't
wait,
listen to
please.
this incessant nonsense.
No,
Skeezewell returns the gag.
no.
Thank God. Thank God.
Are you reapplying the torch as well?
No. Skeezewell keeps the torch in his hand.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Merciless God.
Okay. So, what's the marching order for heading into this interior, as of this time? Who wants to be pushing
I'll
the
guide
goblins?
I'll guide the goblins on in.
Mandion Gelden takes the goblin reins.
The torchbearer can be moving the light around where it needs to be.
Okay. All right. So,
Maybe that'll be
Mandion and the
good
goblins up first. Who's second? Who's third?
Clagone will be second. And before he goes out, I'm gonna change out that short sword on my hilt and whip out the new fancy sword of Beric Donderon that I
Ooh.
just got,
Boom.
just in case.
Heck yeah.
Very good. It's a fine steel longsword, and it feels good to have a proper blade in your hands once again. Master Binbag.
Also, I want to do mage hand with the torch, so it's like in
Ooh,
front.
nice.
Nice.
Nice, dude. Nice. That's what, 15 feet range on the mage hand?
30 feet.
Oh shit! Oh damn! How about that? Okay, yeah, you are able to get it. Yeah, no, that's what you want to do. That's fucking good. You're able to do so easily enough. You watch Clagone as a kind of like spectral hand emanates out from Skeezewell's shoulder and grabs the torch from the palm of his actual hand, and it kind of drifts over about 30 feet or so away, casting a much greater light perspective. And you guys begin making your way into the chamber. It's only about 10 or 15 feet or so of travel before everyone is within the chamber. And BAM! A large door seals behind everyone, sealing you all into the interior of this place.
Oh God!
What the?
Looks like we found the treasure.
How far away was the doors slammed behind us?
It was only... From you, Mandion, it would be like 10 feet away.
Damn. Okay.
Since you're kind of like up toward the front, leading the goblins with Skeezewell and Clagone
Did it slam
just
in
over
front
your
of us
shoulder.
or behind us?
Behind you.
Behind you,
Yeah,
okay.
from where you just came, you all passed through the threshold of the stairs into this room, and then a large door slams down behind you, blocking off from where you just came. A cloud of dust being pushed up and starting to fill the room a bit before it tapers down and settles. Taking a look around you guys, with the torchlight being cast quite adequately, it looks like a beautiful stonework floor. This is something unlike what you guys have seen so far, where it's just been stairs and so on carved into the earth. This is actual like brickwork of some kind, and it extends over toward the walls, which you guys can see. You're probably in a room that's about 50 by 50 feet or so, and the walls must be pushing at least 40 feet or so tall. And something catches your eye toward the ceiling of this place. I'll have everyone make a perception check, please.
Perception.
One of you is bound to see it, I'm sure. Ooh,
Oh.
Skeezewell Binbag. Focusing on where you're guiding your mage hand and paying very close attention to the light that you're casting around, you notice something reflecting off of the ceiling, and you take a closer look. There you see a dozen, 2 dozen, 3, 4, 5 dozen, no, hundreds of spikes that are pointing from the ceiling and are dangling down. Probably about hard to say. It's difficult to see the ceiling itself, but you imagine the ceiling is up there as you can see the tips of these many spikes protruding from the ceiling.
Shit.
And now that you notice it, you look down at the ground around you, and every now and then, in the stonework amongst your feet, is a hole. you reckon approximately the size of said spikes. Only about a foot or so squared, these holes. Spikes aren't very big, but quite numerous and look quite sharp.
How long are the spikes?
Difficult to say. You can only make out currently like half of them, you presume. And the hat and what you can see, it's at least a foot. It's at least a foot and a half of spike. If you want to, you can just get directly under your mage hand and extend the range to its maximum, and you should probably you could be able to see out, more.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see the glisten in the ceiling and say, "What the hell?" Fucking, the hand's gonna go as high up as it can, like in that like arc of the
Yep.
radius,
Boom. Okay.
to its highest point, and I'm gonna look at the spikes to try and determine how long they are.
Okay. No problem. 30 feet, boom, directly ahead of you. I'll let you keep the perception you had because it was so excellent. You're able to see the ceiling now, no problem. It is, as one presumed, 40 feet off of the ground. And the spikes, of which there are many fixated on the ceiling. The entirety of the ceiling, from what you can tell, is covered in these dangerous-looking metallic spikes. They're probably at least a good 3.5 feet long. Not something one
3.5
wants to be
feet
skewered with.
Not good. Is the ceiling moving?
No.
Good. Thank God.
With Skeezewell's perception, everyone else's perception, you guys aren't hearing anything. There is no other current machinations at work. Nothing sounds like it's shifting or sliding around. You don't feel any vibrations. There is a unsteady calm.
Okay. I will approach the lead goblin and lean down next to him and say, "You take us on the path that you walked when you came in here, and you be careful." And I'll give him a little pat on the shoulder and then walk back into formation.
The goblin nods.
And I'll kind of set the pace of 1 step per second.
Okay. Goblin begins waddling forth at the pace of 1 step per second. You're not afraid to grab and hold on to them to keep them from going any further than you'd like in any certain amount of time. You have the ability to do so, no problem. And the party continues forth. It's only about another 10 or 15 feet or so when Skeezewell, your torch illuminates what you presume to be the center of this chamber. There is first things first, there are the 3 goblin corpses prior mentioned. They all seem to be curled up in some type of way, in very fetal position-esque. And there are no wounds that strike you immediately. In the center of the room, however, in between the 3 of these goblins, looks like an obelisk almost, an altar of some kind, a small podium, going probably only about 3 feet or so off the ground, a few steps leading to it, and kind of resting on a small platform of itself. And that is all you make out at this current time.
Can we see the walls on either sides right now with that torchlight? Or is it still too far away?
when you guys first entered, you guys could see the walls behind you from the entryway that you just came in, and that gave you a good idea of the walls. But now that you're what you assume to be smack dab in the middle of this room, the walls are very dim, very, very, very difficult to make out the walls.
Okay.
But you know they're just out of view. It's just
Gotcha.
enough where you can't quite see everything from the center with the current torchlight available.
Gotcha. I will look at the rest of the party and kind of like hold up a hand for them to stay back, and I'll try to go up and investigate one of the goblins.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, it's no problem at all. They're quite close, probably about 15 feet or so away from you.
Excellent.
Yeah, the closest one is like diagonally to your left, about like 12 feet away. So you're able to get there in little to no time at all. Are we sneaking? Are we being quick about it?
I mean, I'm gonna be quiet about it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have you make a
I
stealth
guess
check,
I'll
please.
sneak. Yeah.
You know what that means.
Stealth check coming in.
220s. Let's see it.
Shit. Sorry, my mouse just fucked up.
What are you using your vertical mouse?
Maybe. What am I doing? Sorry.
Sneaking. Your stealth checking.
Sneaking. Stealth checking.
Ah, damn! I was rooting for you. How about you're thinking about premeditating how light of a step you're gonna have in case there's any type of pressure plates or unseen traps yet unseen, and and as you're focusing about keeping a pep in your step and remaining light on your feet, a huge gust of steam just decompresses from your fucking suit and throws off your thought process as you just decide fuck it and do your best to half sneakily make your way over. And it is not long before the goblin corpse is at your feet. Immediately you can see that it is clutching something in one of its hands that is curled to its chest. And it has some, tattered rags about it for clothing. But nothing else really catches your eye as far as notable equipment, that you can see from the surface. What would you like to know about this goblin corpse, my friend?
I'd like to examine it medically to see if I can determine what happened to it.
Okay. Please perform a medicine check.
Medicine check.
Should be said that even though you are a little bit away from the torch at this time, you have your little nightlight pebbles that are illuminating your immediate surroundings, and that is enough for you to work with to make out any details. That being said, this goblin doesn't appear to have any visible wounds that you can see. You don't see any blood. That's quite noticeable. There's a lack of blood on the goblins. Their clothing and the surrounding stonework around their bodies, you see a lack of blood. Yeah, and you aren't sure how these creatures died, or at least this one.
Okay. I would like to try to take the object from the goblin's hand to see what it is.
Okay, very, very good. You reach down over in between this goblin's hands and its chest and retrieve a bottle. Taking a closer look at it, you believe it to be a potion of healing.
Huh.
Uncompromised and full.
Interesting. I mean, I'll tuck that in the bag, sure.
Yeah, please add such a thing to your inventory, or if you just want to toss it in the bag of holding, add it to your bag of holding inventory.
It's gonna go right in the bag of holding. It's a regular health potion?
Yes, yep, plain Jane. Plain Jane potion of healing.
Nice. And the last thing I'd like to do is check them over for any scraps of paper, notes, or symbols or anything that might.
Okay, I'll allow an investigation check.
Cool.
Taking a minute or two, really checking out this goblin. Oh, an 11, not too bad. Searching its person, really not too difficult to do. There's a lack of pockets on this creature. Its garb really is not overly complicated at all. And last, you find nothing but 2 gold pieces.
Damn. Okay. I will stand back up and return to the party
Okay.
and announce my loss in finding any information.
Okay. What is the party up to, gentlemen? You're about 20 feet or so, fucking Jesus, 15 feet or so away from that strange obelisk in the center of the room. Other than that, you have the darkness of the chamber around you.
Skeezewell, you ever seen a magical obelisk like this before?
Never before in my life have I seen so many spikes.
I look at
Um,
Skeezewell transfixed on the ceiling.
Let's move to the obelisk.
I will follow Skeezewell up to the obelisk.
Okay, very good. You guys begin making your way through. Clagone, I assume you are following suit with the party in formation.
Indeed.
Very, very good. Excellent. Pushing forth the goblins first. They kind of murmur and wince as they pass by the corpse of their fallen goblin brethren. There may very well have been a sentimental connection of some kind, or they may just not enjoy the sight of their own kind. Difficult to say. You guys all push up until pretty much until Grubhub, the lead goblin, is almost in physical touching range of this small obelisk type thing. Which now that you guys are closer to, you can see instead of it having a pointed top, it is flat on the top, and it has some type of metallic circular object resting on the top of it, almost like it's a podium or an altar or like a pedestal of some kind.
What color is it?
Make a, well, I mean, you're fucking close enough to tell. It looks it looks metallic. It is likely a bronze. You believe it to be. You don't think it to be gold or anything incredibly valuable.
Gotcha. Is it like jewelry, or does it seem to be an abstract shape?
Ooh, you'll have to get closer and make a to really get a good look.
I'll get a bit closer.
Okay, how close would you say you'd like to get?
I will stand within 5 feet of it.
Okay, there is a this very small flight of stairs that kind of lead up to it. Only about 3 or 4 steps, and then you'll be kind of like at the base of where it's resting, and from there you should be able to get an excellent view.
Excellent. I will climb the stairs to that point then.
Okay.
Sure.
Easy enough to do so. You stand upon it, easily a good 2 or 3 feet higher than the podium itself. Now that you are on this little landing it is on, and before it is a almost perfectly circular piece of brass. It looks very reminiscent of that of like a button. It looks like it looks like it would be used to activate something of some kind, as opposed to an object that's is to be removed.
Interesting.
Seems like it is affixed to the podium.
I look at Skeezewell and I say, "Hey, come check this out. Watch me press this big button."
Don't push that button.
I look at Skeezewell and say, "Come on, it's probably gonna open these doors. We need to get out of here. This place is creeping me out."
But what if it drops the spikes? Alright. We get as close to the door as possible.
where is the podium in relation to this door?
The only door we know is the back way we came.
Yeah, the only door you know so far is back the way you came. You haven't gotten a good look at the right or left sides, walls of this chamber, and you do not know what lies before you on the other end.
How close is Skeezewell to the button?
Skeezewell is a mere, like, 10, 15 feet. It would only take you but a few strides to get there.
Let's push the button.
Skeezewell starts walking towards the button.
Ah, Skeezewell begins making his way toward the button. Clagone Brolin. you have, it should be said that you have no memory of being in this chamber before. You used a different route to traverse from to the surface and back than the route that the party is currently on. So you are not sure of the purpose of this room, nor you know, any hidden, you know, anything about it. You have no knowledge of it. Is there anything you'd like to do as you see the party making their way toward what appears to you? Well, I don't know what it appears to you to be. Are you up to anything?
Obviously, Clagone only sees darkness around. He does not know this room, so he does not know the nearest exit.
Hmm.
The best Clagone can just follow Skeezewell, and he just stays quiet and lets whatever comes, whatever the great plan that comes after this button is pressed.
Okay. Lying back and letting Julianos and your newfound companions take the wheel, you pursue lockstep with Skeezewell, making your way toward this button. What are you doing with your torch, Skeezewell? It should be said. Are you attempting to illuminate areas yet unseen, or are you just keeping the torch, you know, above you, or what, you know, what's up
No,
with that?
I'm using it to like so wherever I'm looking at,
Okay.
I like shine the light to.
Okay. Very good.
But like trying not to move it too much so that no one's in darkness for very long.
Yeah, I would say since you're almost near the middle of the room, if you push your torch out to the extent it can, like, you know, as much as possible, 30 feet, that would probably give you, you know, just a bit better bearing on where you are and what is around you. Other than that, though, you are making your way toward the brass button, and we'll be there in but a few seconds.
While I wait for Skeezewell, I'm gonna look around the podium for any doors or hinges or anything in the in the podium.
Please make an investigation check, Master Gelden, as to the podium itself.
My tinker is mine's getting the better of me.
Damn, dude, nice. Fucking pays to be a archaeologist sometimes, or fucking whatever you are. Let's see. A 17 is pretty fucking good.
That's right.
There is a inscription on the top of the bit of brass in the center of the top of the podium.
Shit.
It is.
What language is it?
It is Sylvan.
What?
Does anyone speak the Sylvan language?
Not I.
Damn, it is not a language you recognize.
Not a language I recognize.
Not a language you recognize, Master Gelden.
I do speak Sylvan.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Very interesting. Okay. Cross that bridge when we come to it. Any other details you notice? You notice that there is a scratching on one side of the podium. You give it the full old walk around, and it looks quite nice, quite undamaged. So this little bit of damage stands out to you. It looks like something's been scratched into the side of the podium. Rather crudely. You're not sure if it's just wear or if it was done intentionally.
Does it just seem like damage, or does it seem like writing?
It seems like it could be. You're not sure if writing, but it seems like it could be a symbol of some kind potentially. some type of communication.
Interesting.
Whether it be symbol or writing, it isn't quite clear to you. If it is in any type of language, it's none you recognize.
Okay.
Also, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay. And after a few seconds of getting a grasp for what this is, you do not seem to find any switches or buttons or loose pieces of brickwork or anything to that effect. All seems pretty solid to you. As Skeezewell Binbag approaches the podium. Skeezewell Binbag, you are within physical reach of the podium now. And it's quite apparent to you that that there is something written above the button that Mandion Gelden has pointed out to you.
Am I able to read it?
Yes, you are. It is the Sylvan word for health, which also translates to well-being. It has a few different phrases, or meanings rather. This symbol and wordage in particular, and you know it to mean health / well-being.
Skeezewell pushes the button.
Okay. It's quite easy. Oh, Mandion Gelden, I can hear your air conditioner, my friend.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, fucking just mute your microphone real quick.
Shit, sorry.
No, it's all right. We need that AC on a day like today. Okay, yeah, no, it's quite easy for you to press down upon this sphere of brass, this disc, almost like tablet shaped piece of metal, and with almost no effort or resistance at all, you can press it down, and it holds flatly down onto the surface of the podium. And then you retract your hand, and it slowly clicks into place, popping up into its original position. And there's this brief moment where nothing can be heard before there's a sudden shift in the ground. And over Skeezewell, beyond in front of you, in an area yet unsearched by the party, opposite from where you guys entered, you can see about 25 feet or so off of the ground, far over in the darkness, a number. A number has made itself evident to you. It almost has the sheen of like a soft silver. And it is the numbers 20. The next second passes.
20.
And the digits before you at the other end of the chamber change. 19. Still in a silver font. Over beyond in the blackness.
The way that we were heading towards?
Yes, yep, the way you are heading toward the opposite direction from where you came in.
Got it.
Up before you in the darkness. And then another second. 18. It's presumably it will continue. So is there anything immediately that anyone wants to do?
Skeezewell starts running towards the numbers.
Okay, all right. Skeezewell Binbag making his way off towards something. If anyone hasn't seen it now, it is quite evident to you. A silver reflective font of numeric values has appeared on the wall over yonder. And Skeezewell Binbag begins rushing toward it with torch in hand.
I look at Clagone and I say, "Oh, looks like our ride's here," and I take off.
Okay, making your way over. 17. Begins to continue counting down. Clagone, are you following suit?
Clagone.
He's gonna start a campfire.
The mysterious look. I bolt straight to the numbers after Mandion.
Okay, very good. You push your way forth. As another second goes by, and the numbers hit 16. Still the silvery illumination. Skeezewell Binbag, taking a few steps now. You are 10 feet closer toward the numbers than you were a few seconds ago, and if you extend your mage hand out all the way before you, you believe you will be able to see the end of this room, if you desire to do so, over in the direction that you are currently racing.
Removing the light in front of me. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yes.
I will do that
If
so I can
you're
see.
not already doing so.
Or like maybe like slightly above, I guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Doing so, you are able to illuminate the far end of this chamber now, the wall quite visible. Before you stands a massive metal door, perhaps even more imposingly sealed than the one that was behind you. Large and grated, almost of some type of heavy iron. It rises about 15 feet or so up the wall, before being just above it at the apex of where the keystone rests in the wall. It almost looks like a kind of like an old-fashioned elevator like display for what floor an elevator may be on.
Mm.
And you can see now that there is a that it's almost like a dial, and that there is a hand facing currently towards 16, and all the numbers are displayed from 1 to 20, from left to right. And instead of the numbers vanishing or whatever, they are all inscribed on the wall, and there's just something that is illuminating them. Whether it be magic or some other means, it isn't certain to you. But at this time, the small ticker changes to 15, in which the font of the numbers change to a yellow, from a silver to a bright yellow. In each corner of the room, up toward the ceiling, these large blue flame torches become ignited, casting light in every direction of the chamber. The goblins now, fucking left back at the podium, are chasing and waddling behind the party in pursuit, as the entire room now is bathed in a blue light, and you can hear the shifting of the ceiling as it slowly begins to vibrate. What are we up to, boys?
I'm gonna check out this large metal door.
Okay, all right. Pushing forth, you're still a little bit behind Skeezewell. Another second or two, and you'll be at the door, appropriate enough for examining.
Great.
Immediately, you don't see any handholds. No physical mechanisms make themselves known to you. It looks like a big fucking imposing door from where you currently are. Is there anything else anyone's up to other than racing toward the big metal door with glowing numbers?
Mostly that.
Okay. Alright. Continuing on then, pushing forth. Another second or two goes by. 14. 13. At this point, Skeezewell, Clagone, and Mandion, you guys are pretty much gathered at the base of this large iron door, with the goblins only just about 10 feet or so behind, going to catch up any moment. Mandion, you can make a investigation check if you'd like at this time.
I'll do it.
I know you were eager to check out the finer details of that door. And what is everyone else up to? Oh shit! 24 investigation. Whew. Well, Mandion, it is pretty much as you as you surmise, it is a it's an imposingly sealed door, and it looks very sturdy. Looking on the ground, frame of the entryway, etc., you do not spot anything resembling any type of activation mechanism, or you know, pretty much anything of note. You hardly notice. Was there anything in particular that you were looking for?
Yeah, I'm gonna press my metal suit against the door and see if I feel any vibrations or anything like that.
Ooh. Okay. How long would you say you do so?
600 milliseconds.
Okay. I would say in that interval you don't feel much.
Okay.
I'll allow it, but you do not feel much in that short span of time.
Okay. What if I double that?
At that point,
1.2 seconds long enough. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly a lot more to work with. Is anyone else up to anything? As Mandion Gelden is rubbing himself up against the iron. Before we let another precious second go by.
Skeezewell's watching in disgust because he hates all magic that isn't sorcery.
Oh.
So he's like having a moment right now, trying to comprehend this insane numerical apparatus.
What about you, Clagone? You up to anything, brother?
Clagon's just trying to hurry up, gob and grub as they waddle over.
Yes.
Helping out the goblins.
Yep. Ushering them forth toward what is hopefully going to be the exit. Another second goes by. 12. Mandion Gelden, at this time, you did feel a slight response from the door.
Interesting. Like a movement or just a vibration? Yes or yes?
A vibration. It was either a movement so subtle that it only resulted in a vibration, or it's some type of internal mechanism operating on the door ever so slightly.
Okay.
Causing a vibration, or perhaps magic. It's hard to say at this time. But you certainly felt something, although subtle.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
11. Another second goes by.
I look up at the ceiling and look if the spikes are coming down.
Oh, okay. Make a perception check. You don't see any immediate movement, I can tell you.
Perception check.
But you might be able to see something else. No, not really. You glance up. You don't see much. There isn't much movement. Truth be told, it's hard to say. But it doesn't look like they're rapidly descending at any rate.
Good.
Okay. Anything else? During these vital seconds.
That was valuable 11th second.
Decide now. Roll thy tongue.
There's no loose earth in this chamber.
There's
on the ground.
There's very little. It's pretty uniform stonework as far as you could surmise. It might be possible to mold earth, from in between the cracks of the masonry wherever it's kind of worn, but that would be the extent of soft earth in your vicinity as far as you can tell.
So I can't dig a hole to stop getting crushed from the spikes if they fall down?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
That's what I was trying to do, so...
Alas.
Skeezewell just watches in horror and disgust.
You watch
as the numbers count down.
You watch in horror as disgust as the dial turns yet again. And the lighting, illuminating these numerical values change yet again, shifting to a dark orange. The torchlight on each corner of the room changing to orange, like the same coloration as well. You can see from the corners of the room up by the torches what you didn't notice prior. A type of what looks like smoke or fog or something to that, some type of gas potentially, is beginning to seep in through these grates up at the top of the walls of the chamber and are slowly beginning to fall in and pour along the ground of the chamber, slowly filling the room. As the counter reaches 9.
Mandion Gelden closes his visor.
Very good. You do so.
Clagone's just gonna mutter a prayer at this point.
Muttering a prayer as we get to 8. The dial shifting once again. The torchlight burning immensely. The fog illuminating and starting to surround the party, traveling along the ground. 7. Again, the fucking ground begins to shift. As you guys can all see now that the ceiling is ever so slowly beginning to reach down toward the floor. At a rate of about a foot a second, maybe. It is beginning to descend.
Mandion Gelden tries to pry the armor's suit fingers between the doors.
Okay, all right. Make a make an athletics check. It's pretty tightly sealed, so no amount of agility will help you here. It's all about brute your way into this bitch. If that is the route one wants to go. Your suit meets extremely intense resistance. You figured the power of the adamantine suit would be able to potentially thwart whatever metallic substance this is, but it is substantially crafted, and you can tell just by the single attempt that this place was designed to not allow people to breach out of it unless in the proper way.
Shit.
It's a very foreboding feeling as the timer reaches down to 6. The goblins, nervous and frantic, begin moving around in all directions and start shuffling their way back toward whence they came. Over back toward the middle of the chamber.
I look back towards the goblins and run back towards the center to follow them.
Okay, all right. Staying in staying in lock with the goblins, pushing your way behind them. As the counter reaches 5.
Skeezewell's following the goblins too. He's desperate at this point.
Getting the fuck away from the door and running now back with the goblins and Mandion Gelden. Clagone, are you gonna follow suit?
Yeah, Clagone's
Everyone now. Oh shit! Maybe this isn't it. Double tailing it back as the counter illuminates a deep, bloody red for casting the number 5. The torches begin engulfing and snuffing themselves out, creating like this flashing light sensation. As the counter reaches down to 4, and the ceiling begins to descend ever seemingly faster at this time, as you guys are all making your way over with the goblins now, who are trying to get up the stairs of the podium, put our fiddle fucking and falling all over the place, being tied together. Mandion Gelden, you're in pretty close proximity. If the podium is your desire, you could be there in the next 2 seconds.
Yes, can I take out the potion of healing from my bag while I run up there?
Yeah, no problem. Easy enough to do, I would say.
Okay.
Fishing abouts for your healing potion all the while. Another second goes by. 3. You can feel the shifting of the chamber. Anyone looking now back over toward the counter above the middle door sees it now flashing. Sees the number 3 flashing in red. As the lights in the chamber snuff out, and it is nothing but darkness once again at this time, other than the small red number 3 that is blinking and being illuminated, pushing past the fog that is now surrounding the floor, almost unable to see your own shins. Mandion Gelden, you have risen up now on top of the podium. The goblins have fallen over and are trying to get up in unison without knocking the other off balance. Unable to do anything really at this time other than panic. You are at the foot of the podium at this time.
I will hit the button again.
Okay. All's quiet. There's a bit of shifting up in the ceiling and a bit of shifting over toward the door, but they quickly settle, and there is silence yet again. Darkness continues to flood the chamber. The large torches in each corner of the room remain dormant. And whatever fog that is rolling down and filling the chamber, this gaseous smoke, has stopped flowing from the grates at this time and is slowly beginning to dissipate along the ground. Anyone who looks over at the dial above the middle door at this time will note that it has gone back to 20 of a silver font, and as the second goes by, ticks back to 19.
Hmm.
You gotta search all the walls.
I'll man the button, I say. I'll press the button again immediately after the countdown starts again.
Okay, 19, back to 20.
I nod at Skeezewell. Tell him to search well.
Okay, very good. Skeezewell Binbag, where shall you begin your search?
Skeezewell's gonna go back to the door and examine the inscriptions there.
Okay,
Is
back
that possible?
over at the metallic door.
Yeah.
Okay, you head over there, and you're interested in the dial itself and the numeric values inscribed upon it.
Yes.
Very good. With your torch out, it's relatively easy to get the proper light conditions for a detailed examination. You may make an investigation check, please, to look for anything fine about the inscriptions. Is there anything in particular you were searching for? Oh shit! Damn, dude. 20,
I guess
20. Woo.
just the number on it, I guess. But like, yeah, I guess also like, what does it look like? Is it changing?
The numbers, the dial seems relatively unchanged from the last time it went through this procedure. You suspect that it's potentially a type of stained glass with a embedded in some type of metallic, faceplate, in which you imagine an arcane illumination source of some kind has been placed behind them, and it's a combination of both mechanical prowess and arcane arts that has crafted this interesting contraption. Every time Mandion Gelden presses the button, the dial just reverts back to the 20 position, and it begins going through its ticking phase as normal. Is there anything else you would like to know? Your natural 20 has warranted you a thorough examination.
Skeezewell hates this contraption because he feels it taints the essence of sorcery.
Damn.
And so he is looking actively for a way to destroy or dismantle the countdown.
Damn.
Okay.
So is there a weakness
Hmm,
to it, I
yeah.
guess, where
Hmm.
Skeezewell could strike?
Searching
through?
for weak points, it looks pretty formidable and very imposing. You suspect that no magic that you currently have at your arsenal would be substantial enough to damage this. You assume it not only looks like it's fine craftsmanship and fine metallurgy that's crafted this metallic mechanism, but also it's very likely equipped with some type of magical resistance that would make magical attacks rather inert. It is a very formidable structure. This here.
All right, Skeezewell is going to cast a firebolt at it in defiance
Okay, very good.
of its arcane.
Readying a baseball-sized ball of fire, you whip it up at the metal door. Go ahead and make your firebolt attack, if you'd please. Oh yeah. There's a slight puff as you strike right onto the dial of the apparatus, and the small fireball clears with no effect. The ticker going to 19 every second, and Mandion Gelden resetting it to 20 upon every time.
I guess besides that, I'm just searching around the perimeter of the chamber.
Okay, very good. You make full rounds of the perimeter. You can make a perception check if you desire. Clagone, you can assist Skeezewell in searching out the perimeter, or keep an eye on the goblins, or whatever. It's up to you. What are you up to, my friend?
Probably just keeping an eye on the goblins for now.
Okay, very good. You police the goblins as Skeezewell Binbag hastily makes his way around the perimeter of the room, searching for anything of note at all. And alas, Skeezewell, you do not find much. There are no handholds, no hidden passages, as far as you can presume. No mechanisms, levers, or switches that are evident to you. There really isn't much other than the door you came in and the door that waits before you.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clagone Brolin.
Uh-oh.
With you being so close to the podium watching over the goblins, I would like you to make a perception check, please, my good man. There's a chance for something that you might be able to say. Ooh. Watching over these goblins, they seem just rather afraid, and don't seem like they're up to no good, so your eyes kind of wander over toward the podium. Mandion Gelden is standing over, attentively pressing the brass button over and over. You notice that there's some type of damage in the side of the podium, and it wasn't clear to you at first, but it is something. It looks familiar to you. It looks very well like something you recognize, though you're not sure. Though you are not sure what it could be at this time. You'll have to get closer, take a better look.
I'll step up onto the podium and start looking. It's not the same as the scratches that were on there before, is it?
It is the same as the scratches that were on before.
I'll step up onto the podium and take a closer look at it,
Okay.
running my hand through it.
Examining them and racing your finger through it, the very crude way in which this was etched into the stone, and tracing it once or twice and trying to reflect on what this could mean to you, it comes to you suddenly. This is Orcish. This is the Orcish language, and this is a word. It says lies upon it. Etched into the side of the podium is the word lies in Orcish.
Mandion. This isn't health. This says here, someone etched in here, lies. Obviously, whoever was here before knows this button isn't what it says it does.
I press the button one more time before taking another look at it.
Yeah.
So I've never seen scratchings like this before. But I trust you're right now that I've seen what I've seen. And I press the button one more time.
Yeah. Press the button again. Fucking counter goes back up to 20.
And I will kind of lean on the podium and let the ticker count down. And take a lesser healing potion to the face.
Oh, okay. Very
Kind
good.
of just leaning on there with the adrenaline high coming down.
Very good. Excellent. Skeezewell Binbag, you're about making your full 360 of your exterior rounds now. Heading back to the metal door when you notice that the ticker is starting to tick down past 19 and is currently resting on 17.
Skeezewell's gonna go stand by the door.
Okay, very good. You stand by the door as another second goes by.
How much healing is a lesser healing potion?
I think it's half of a regular healing potion.
So 1d2 plus 1?
I think it's like maybe 1d4. I think.
Okay.
I think so.
1d4 plus 1?
I think so.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Works for me.
I think that's it. Yeah, another second goes by. 15. The text is illuminated yellow. The four corners of the chamber light up. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. Changes to orange. The torches glowing brightly, increasing in intensity. That thick smoke pouring out of the sides of the chamber as the ceiling begins to shift. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. The text changes once again, a deep red. The torches flashing at this time. 4. 3. The ceiling descending quite rapidly. The text
Mandion wipes his
flashing.
mouth and throws the potion over his shoulder and presses the button one more time.
20.
Um,
19.
Can I try to like twist the like the bezel around the button or something to see if I can get into the podium?
You can try. Make a athletics check.
Let me hit this thing. I want to tinker with it.
Fucking nothing. You ain't got nothing. You throw everything you got on this bitch and it doesn't move an inch.
I hold down the button.
Oh, interesting. Okay. The button compressed. Initially, the dial resets to 20, and then continues counting down as normal with the button pressed in.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
18. 17. 16.
I will hit the button with a Thunder Gauntlet attack.
Okay, very good. Roll to
Which
attack
will-
with your Thunder Gauntlet.
I will.
Punch this fucking podium.
Ah!
Oh, an 18. You punch that podium like it owes you fucking money. a nice strong swing into the button. Seemingly no effect.
My new modification is redirecting the steam, making a sonic blast in front of my fist.
A slight boom of thunder can be heard throughout the chamber, but the podium and button remain the same as they did prior, unaffected.
I slam both my fists on the podium in anger.
Clear, and you can see Mandion Gelden getting pissed off at this fucking Sesame Street contraption or whatever this is. As the timer is now back up at 20 and down to 19.
I'm gonna start circling the stairs, looking for any cracks in the stairs or anything imperfect. Kind of like walk a perimeter in the 20 seconds I can.
All right, I'll let you make another investigation, please. Looking for details of the immediate podium steps. 18, 17. Taking a good while and thoroughly scanning for the smallest of imperfections and details. Nothing jumps out to you about the stair architecture. This seems to you just to be a place where this central mechanism was to be positioned to give it importance. Nothing else jumps out to you to indicate that there's any other type of mechanism here or any type of hidden anything really. It seems like plain masonry to you.
Okay. I run back up to the podium and hit the button.
Very good. Restart to 20. 19. 18.
I'll stand here the rest of my life is on.
Skeezewell is going to examine the holes in the ground.
Yes.
Because he wants to find a pattern where he can lay down on the ground and not get spiked.
Okay, you can make a perception check, checking out the wide floor of the room to try to find a place to remain in the case that these spikes do come down to meet contact. You have a rough time. You have a funny feeling this place was designed with such a thing in mind. And almost anywhere that you position yourself, there is a hole somewhere that will be resting on your person. And it is very difficult and frantic searching until you're able to find a spot where you think maybe you might be able to nestle in between if you fan yourself out in the appropriate directions. As the timer reaches 16. 15.
Clagone, go search the way we came. See if that door opened back up.
Clagon's gonna start making his way over and looking at the door and see if it's maybe liftable.
Mandion slams his fist into the button again.
Fucking the text changes from yellow 15 back to the deep silver of
Hey, hold on one sec. I gotta take this phone call. I'm sorry.
Oh no, sure.
I'm pissed.
Clagone Brolin, you head back over toward the door from whence the party arrived. I'll have you make a perception check, just to check it out. And if you want to try to open it yourself, you can make an athletics check to see if it can be lifted with brute strength or not, or has the potential to do so. Oh shit!
Oh, I accidentally clicked it twice. It was a 1.
Well, unfortunately, you are not able to see much, especially with no torch. Yeah, that's about it. Yep, you forgot to take your torch out, so 1 perception for you. You don't get to see fucking shit. If you do illuminate a torch to see, you will not spot much. It appears to be in the same state from whence you left it. And there appears to be no, immediate mechanism that's apparent to you about how to get this door open on this side. You can make an athletics if you want to try to open it with your raw strength.
We'll give it a shot.
Fuck it. Ooh, 21. You really get a nice grip underneath the door and try to hoist. But even with everything you have, it is not enough to make the door even budge. You suspect that it is not able to be opened with brute strength alone. At least not by you alone.
I'm gonna light a torch and head over to the corners and investigate those torches that light up in the corner.
Okay, alright, very good. You ignite your own torch and begin making your way to each corner of the room. As the timer hits down to 17 once again. You are at your first corner, Clagone. You may roll for an investigation if you'd like to, if you're checking out the torches in particular. Checking them out, they just look like huge fucking torches embedded on the walls. They seem quite similar to the torch that you have, only much larger in comparison. They're kind of resting in a brazier that's affixed to the wall. Yeah, you are not sure. You are not sure what's up with them. They could very well be magical in nature, which could explain them being able to extinguish themselves and relight themselves and change colors, etc., etc. But you are there is nothing certain. There is nothing certain about it to you. Is there anything in particular that you were trying to find out about them?
Not necessarily. I just wanted to see if they were fixed into the wall or if they were movable.
They are fixed into the wall.
Damn it. These torches are they big enough? Because like, is there a hole in the ceiling for those that spikes to come through and leave room for the torches so they don't crush them?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. You can tell now. You can see that the torches are, a little bit recessed into the, respective walls of the chamber, as to allow the ceiling to come down and traverse them without either one being damaged.
Damn. Just gonna continue along the walls to each torch and see if possibly maybe there's something odd about a section of a wall or any of these torches.
Okay. At this time, timer reaches 15 yet again. Dial illuminates yellow. The torches light up. Clagone, you do not see any type of mechanism that operated the torches when they were just illuminated. They just seem to spontaneously combust into their respective color. 14.
I take
13.
out the last lesser healing potion that I have, and I pour it on top of the button.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you do so. Pouring out your lesser healing potion, allowing the watered down healing juices to flow over the brass button. It kind of just washes over it and pools around it at the head of the podium. And there is seemingly no effect as the timer reaches 12.
I will approach Grubhub and take his gag off. And give him a slap in the back of the head and say, "What's going on here? How do we get out of here?"
I don't know, I've never been here before. This place is hell. Like, you better touch that button now so we don't all die. That's all I know about this place. What the fuck?
I say, you're supposed to know the way out of here. I take out one of the eggs out of the bag and show it in front of him. I say, "I'm sure the rest are gone by now. If you want to save any of your kin, you better start thinking hard."
Whoa, whoa! Easy, Metal Man, easy! We can talk about this now! Look, the main way out you Humies came in got fucked! But there might be another way somewhere down here that we can find. There's gotta be something. These magic types, they always have some type of portal or fucking whatever. Worst comes to worst, you could just dig your way out with us fellow goblins.
You think you can dig your way out of here?
Hmm.
I look at the stone floor.
Well, maybe not this place. It's pretty fucked up. As the timer turns to 11, 10, and the lighting and atmosphere changes. Yeah, I don't know. This place is pretty fucked up.
I look up at the timer in the back of the goblin and say, "You better start thinking hard." And
Ungag the other one.
Skeezewell rushing over.
Okay. You guys ungag both goblins. Oh. Man, this place sucks. We gotta get out of here. As the timer hits 7 over on the dial. What is, I don't know. What are you guys up to?
I'm gonna walk back to the button.
Okay, you begin walking your way back to the button as the timer hits 6. And you
I'll
are
just stand next to the podium, staring at the goblins.
Okay. You stare at the goblins as behind you the dial strikes 5. The lighting changing once again. The numbers illuminating a vibrant red. Go down to 4. You can hear the goblins chirping. Oh, aren't you gonna press the button? Until it's your turn, so don't press the button! 3. The dial goes down to. The lights flashing. The torch lights illuminating themselves and snuffing themselves out repeatedly and rapidly. Ah! The goblins fucking screaming as the door begins to...
I calmly press the button.
Okay. You press the button once again and back up to 20. The counter goes. Oh! The goblins look relieved. Almost immediately as the lighting returns to normal torchlight. And the atmosphere of the room settles down once again.
Hold on, there is someone at my door.
What?
Someone at the door, he said.
Some of that's a real door.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I'm gonna grab a thing quick. Get some
What's that?
snack inside. I'll be right back.
Alright, okay. We'll fucking,
Back inside.
well, I guess we'll break for 5 while you guys think about how to get out of this number puzzle.
Break for a snack inside.
Break for snack inside. Break 5, snack inside.
And we need to make a goblin egg omelet.
Oh, well. Probably not. Could be,
That'll
though.
be it.
Could be what
Gotta
fucking
be it.
has to happen.
We need to take a long rest and think it over.
Make the goblins press the button.
Yeah.
Clagon's gonna walk over to the door with the numbers, the tall iron forge door.
Oh, yeah.
Investigating it, looking at it. There's some sort of hole at the top, maybe to the other side. Completely shut out.
Yes, no, it seems like the door is completely sealing the exterior from the interior here. It is tightly constructed. The best you can call. We're gonna take 5, Woody, if you need to grab a beverage or fucking something like that.
Got it.
Our little breather is time now.
Take 5.
Take
I'm gonna go
5.
grab a drink then.
Yeah, do
Sounds
it.
good.
Get a bev while you still can.
Can't forget the bev.
I forgot it. Where's my bev?
Get my bev. Bev it up.
Bev it up. I think I got these temporary hit points.
Oh, fuck. How long do those last? Forever?
Forever until I take my suit off.
Sick, dude.
And it replaces any temporary hit points I already have, so it can't stack. But oh well.
True. Yeah, I don't think any temporary hit point sources stack, which is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. But I mean, I'm already taking half damage from physical sources, and then if I have 4 temporary hit points every turn, then that's like all the damage.
True. That is true.
Pretty good combo.
Oh,
I
man.
don't think it'll help against gas or spikes, but
Yeah, fucking
I
numbers,
mean,
huh?
it should help against spikes. It's piercing damage.
Yeah.
I'll last like an extra second if that shit falls on us. We'll be the last one dead. Alright, I'll be right back.
So, yeah.
See ya.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're just taking a quick 5-minute break here. Feel free to give yourself a few minutes. Gather yourself.
That brainstorm.
Reflect on that Sesame Street puzzle we've got before us here. I'm gonna put my chickens to bed. Let's see. That's about it. It just continues on before you into the darkness.
The door's still open behind us.
The yes, yep. If you pass through the metal door, the metal entryway is still open.
Okay.
The entryway far behind you, where you guys first initially entered into this room, is still closed.
Got it.
Clagone, you enter through the metal doorway in no time at all. You guys have all safely traversed out of the number puzzle room. Well done, gentlemen.
Skeezewell skids to a halt as he can no longer see.
Okay. You hold position.
And he lets the goblins down.
You release the goblins.
Their arms horribly mangled. Being lifted.
They might be a little sore, but they are hardy creatures. Well, in some respects.
Mandion suit decompresses with relief. Steam spraying out of it like crazy.
Tension steam like releases like that of a space probe out in the atmosphere. Nice work, boys, getting out of that number puzzle. I don't know if you guys were ever gonna do it.
Yeah, really. Stuck in perpetual loop forever until we ran out of food.
Fucked up.
Oh man.
Nice work, Binbag.
Yeah, great. And
Running those goblins out.
is the stonework in this room the same as before?
Quite similar, yes. Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Doesn't look overly remarkable, but it looks quite structurally sound.
Okay. Are there any holes in the floor?
Not that you see at this time.
Thank God.
It was quite uniform. Nice rectangular. Hard to say what material, but a hard stone of some kind.
Mandion lifts his visor and sniffs the air.
Make a perception check. The first things first. The atmosphere in here is a bit cooler than that of the rest of the cavern exterior. You know, if you are deep underground at this time, and being surrounded by this nice, cool stonework that kind of helps absorb moisture and et cetera, et cetera. It's almost refreshing to be in here, which is you know, quite nice. As far as odors or smells, it's not quite mildewy, you know. It's still quite dry in this area. But you do smell a smell you smelt since you've entered into this cavern interior, and that's the stench of goblin.
Damn it.
You don't think it's the goblins in your vicinity. You think this area's been traversed by goblins prior,
I hate that.
either recently or frequently enough that it smells of them. Or it could just be the blood soaked upon your armor. It is, you know, it's difficult to say. You think so, though.
I'll launch a fireball straight forward across the room.
Okay,
see,
very good.
see if I can illuminate anything.
Launch
Get
your
my bearings.
firebolt, my friend.
I'll do it.
How far does that go again?
Like 180 feet or
Jesus,
something.
that's pretty good.
Should say 120.
120, nice. Fucking, yeah. Nice accuracy, too. Pretty much goes straight bullseye down the center of the hallway. 120 feet. About the 90-foot mark, it begins to illuminate an obstruction that's partially blocking some of the hallway, and then passes by it, what looks like to be the hallway opening up again before the firebolt fades out 120 feet away.
Damn. Okay.
Looks like a straight shot, and you didn't notice any movement.
Well, boys, just another spike in adrenaline. Gotta keep moving. And I will close my visor and give the rear goblin a slap on the behind.
Okay, very good.
Ting!
You usher the goblins forth. What? I'm sorry. Real quick, Andy, what should your AC be right now?
I don't know, like high.
Oh yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Sorry. Just checking. It said 15. Sometimes you have to unequip and re-equip your adamantine armor.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Fucking, yeah,
I
hey.
love that.
just watch
Oh, that's
just
great.
watch now. So we've got Clagone right now with a torch. If I'm not mistaken. Correct, Clagone?
Indeed, correct.
Fantastic. And Skeezewell Binbag, I would say that your torch, being used by your mage hand, is about kaputs at this time.
Pootsie.
I'm dropping it. I'm dropping that kaput torch.
So yeah, I think you already did. So make sure you don't discard too many torches from your inventory. You throw the extinguished torch upon the ground, and you guys have a hallway before you. What's up? What's up? Who's taking charge? You guys marching forth? Someone sending someone out to scout? What's going on here?
I'm gonna march with the goblins. Whether my comrades follow me is the another story.
I'll hand my torch to Mandion if he's gonna be behind the goblins.
Okay. Mandion with torch in right hand and his left hand on the shoulder of the rear goblin structure. he is ushering them forth. Who is following in behind Mandion? And where? This hallway here is probably it's a bit more spacious than the stairway you guys have been traversing in. It's about a good 25 feet or so wide. So you guys could all go in here in a file, or form up on a line, or whatever. There's many a different formation that could be taken in this space. The ceiling is quite spacious as well. Goes up about a good 30 feet or so.
I'll be on the left side of Mandion, kind of spaced out a bit, but by his side.
Okay. Mandion, are you gonna ride in like the center of the hallway?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, very good.
A straight shot.
Clagone
Following
off
my
to the left.
firebolt.
Okay, and Skeezewell, where would you like to
I'm
be
gonna
in the
be
marching order?
behind, like almost in between the two of them, but behind.
Okay, no problem. Easily done.
Um,
Okay.
what about the goblins though?
The goblins are being
Are they
ushered by
already?
Mandion.
Oh, okay, good. That's
Yeah, yeah, and you guys would be kind of like leaning off to his left.
very good.
All right, I will swap the torch from Clagone to Master Gelden.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have torches because they're all left behind.
That's how it goes. Ration them bitches, boyos. Alright, you guys push forth down this hallway. It's quite pleasant compared to the stairway that you've been traversing through, and quite pleasant ambience compared to that of the number room that you guys were just spent a good portion of your time in. You guys push on past, and you can see that there is in fact an obstruction when you get about 90 feet into this hallway. There is it looks like up on the right hand side it is sort of caved in, and the hallway is partially blocked, but you guys can all pass through in your formation, no problem. You keep pushing forth, probably about another good 60 feet or so. Darkness is the majority of the thing that begins to meet your eye. Bit of soft dirt now has fallen in and sprayed along the tile ground here due to the cave in, but you are just seeing now something up ahead. Mandion Gelden and Clagone. It looks like it could be some type of structure of some type of object. And the soft dirt that is running along the hallway floor, obscuring the stonework, is now kind of ending at this time. You're reaching the end of where the soft dirt is. So it's very likely that another 30 feet or so, you'll be stepping on that hard stone again, and may potentially give away your position. What would you guys like to do? Are we sneaking it up? Are we pushing forth?
I'll sneak it up.
Yeah.
I'll keep the goblins at a snail's pace for now.
Yeah, you do have a torch as well, So, but I mean,
Keep the noise down
you'll just have disadvantage, with your stealth check as normal.
as normal.
So please, by all means, roll stealth. Anyone who wants to try to remain hidden in the formation, roll a stealth check at this time.
Yeah, Skeezewell's hanging back in the shadows.
Oh shit, Clagone kind of getting structured. I can't believe it. Poor Skeezewell Binbag. What the fuck?
Hey guys, are we trying to be sneaky?
Mandion Gelden, you do a decent job getting your footing, but given the nature of your goblin parade you're ushering here, and the torch that you are wielding actively, it is a dead giveaway to your stealth. But you seem like you're doing fairly well at this time.
Nice.
Clagone, you've hugging this left-hand wall of this hallway. You think you're doing a decent job. Just sticking to a stance that you are used to for travel helps keep you agile, quick and smooth, without making too much noise. Skeezewell Binbag, on the other hand, is kind of like fumbling a bit over a rock or two, as he's kind of trying to pay attention a bit more to what lies ahead than to the footing underneath him. Happens to the best of us. You'll be making a fair bit of noise. It's up to you. Well, yeah, do you guys want to continue forth in formation such as this, or does anyone want to hang back, or does anyone want to go forward on their own? What's up, boys? What's up?
I'm definitely going to keep the goblin meat shield in front of me.
I'm
Okay.
down with the current formation, if we all are.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Sticking forth. Head fast in this formation. You guys push up another 15 feet or so when I need everyone to make a perception check, please.
What?
No.
Mandion, you can see as the goblins all of a sudden face their attention front, and they seem to have they seem to have detected something. Let's see. Mandion and Skeezewell, you guys do not hear what the goblins are detecting, but Clagone, you also hear what the goblins are potentially hearing. It sounds like a conversation far up ahead over yonder. Here, let me give you guys a visual. Bum, 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 bum.
Dun dun.
Everyone please make sure that y'all can see your characters and that everything is A-okay. There is some type of audible noise, Clagone, coming from the north side of this hallway. You guys can also see what appears to be a stack of barrels that is placed up along the edge of this hallway. The first thing you've seen in potentially the realm of supplies in quite some time.
Sorry, I'm messing with my AC. Damn, you can still hear it, can't you?
Oh yeah, I hear it all over the place.
Oh, I had it off for a while.
Damn.
You're keeping cool.
Yeah, you keep cool. It is important.
Anyway, I will keep the goblins in front of me while we approach these supplies.
Okay. Continuing in formation here, gentlemen.
Yes.
Continuing forth. Now that you guys are in much closer now at this time, you can see that it's a stack of about a good dozen or so barrels stacked up on top of one another. And everyone now, especially Clagone, can hear, not too far into this chamber, a conversation being heard. Ah, I don't know, those humans seem pretty dangerous! Even worse than the other humans that are down here! What the fuck is going on? This is some real shit! You guys can hear from deep within the chamber. Sounds like
More goblins.
boom. You guys hear Clagone call out that there are more goblins up ahead. Does anyone want to change anything about the stance at this time?
Skeezewell's gonna slowly step back into the shadows.
Okay. Very good.
I'll move a little inwards to try to get around these barrels.
Okay. I think, you guys can move, You guys are free form to, reservedly move your characters as you desire.
I will put out the torch
Hmm.
that I'm holding to try to conceal our location.
Very important. Nice. Very good. You snuff out the torch. Let's see. Does anyone else have one on? I think maybe the goblins do, and they shouldn't. Well, maybe they don't. Oh no, yeah, nope. The torch is definitely out. You guys, the vision all of a sudden turns to a minimum. The only light that can be immediately seen is the small, nightlight-esque glow of Mandion Gelden.
What can I say? I'm pretty cool.
He glowing.
Am I already trying to sneak? Did we already do that?
Yeah. We'll roll with the stealth checks we have. Skeezewell is doing being kind and remaining in the rear for the good of the party. And you duck off to the side. What's up with the goblins? Are you leaving the goblins over there, or are you taking the goblins with you?
Yeah, they're cowards. I know they're gonna stay there anyway.
Okay. Okay, so the goblins are here in this position.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the wall up. I want to reach the corner to see if I can see any light.
Okay. You begin trailing the wall up, pushing along. And it's not
I'll
very
take
long at all.
Mandion's 6.
Okay, nice. Sliding up along. The goblins slither on up along the barrels, Skeezewell, you can see, in particular.
Mm.
And it's at this point, Mandion, not very far away at all. Probably a mere, 50 feet or so away. Very close. You can hear a conversation ensuing. Oh, what are you kids doing? Hurry up and bring those fucking supplies up here. It's almost time for the ritual. You maggots by 7 hells. If Grishwag caught you fucking slacking, he'd skin you alive. Yes, boss. You can hear at least one or two voices in unison being called out from over beyond the darkness. Mandion Gelden and Clagone, you guys can hear as the goblin caravan begins making their way out into the open.
Jesus Christ. Those fucking goblins.
I'm gonna kill those bitches.
Give me a sec. Those motherfuckers.
Skeezewell, you can see as your prized possessions are on the loose.
I mean, I know what I want to do.
Wow.
All right. Skeezewell charges through the darkness, screaming, "Blood for blood!" And he goes to grab the goblin bar as quickly as possible and bring them to the ground.
Okay, so I just want to clarify: you're pushing up and screaming. how audible are you trying to be at this time?
I'm trying to intimidate the goblins that are bound with my voice,
Okay.
with no other considerations made.
Okay. All right. That's all I need to hear. Very good. Let's see. The goblins are a mere 40 feet away from you. If you take the dash action, you can be there time now.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Please fucking yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, it should be said. You are gonna have some difficulty finding them. Yeah. Fucking. that is fucking true. Really, the only thing you can truly make out right now is Mandion Gelden. But you know the goblins last to be somewhere dead ahead of you. And you know now no one to be holding them, and you can hear the shuffling of goblin feet and the murmuring of goblin voices as they're starting to fade and get more distant from you. Do you still desire to push forward to try to find the goblins and grab them, whilst also intimidating them?
I need light, but I don't know if any of my spells can make light happen.
What do you got? What do you got?
Uh,
What are any possible candidates? Can prestidigitation do any of that?
Yeah, I can. Well,
Cast a light on like something? No.
instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Fuck.
But I don't have any of those.
I have an idea.
I'm ready.
I saw Barrick do this once. It might work.
Man, you can hear over your shoulder as Clagone draws the sword from its scabbard.
I watch with interest.
I watched him cut himself and it transformed his blade. Maybe it might work for myself.
Shit.
Oh!
Another one today.
You can see,
Oh!
as with the sword in his right hand, Clagone draws the blade across the palm of his left hand. And as the blood meets the blade, it almost runs along it in an odd fashion. And it lights up in flames. Behold the flaming sword of Beric Dondarrion. Cast light for how much? Let's see.
15 feet. I
think so.
15 feet of light and 10 feet of dim light for a minute.
Damn. That could be potentially.
But that is 3 HP I am taking.
I think it was only one.
Was it one? It's a D4 plus 2.
Oh, true. Oh, yep. Then it is 3. Yep. It is true.
Which is the best I can get.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Perhaps a good omen from Julianos.
The
Okay.
plan.
The sword is lit aflame. Skeezewell Binbag, your decision is now yours. The goblins are illuminated as you desired and as you suspected. They are fucking fleeing at this time.
Skeezewell's dashing towards the goblins.
Go for it.
Screaming. Oh shit.
Get in there.
Been a while.
Damn right.
Grabbing the bar.
Athletics check. You can see his fucking the sick ass display of Clagone lighting up this fucking blade, seemingly by the touch of the palm of his hand. Very impressive. And then you see Skeezewell like fucking like Terminator 2, fucking like sprinting fucking down, like fucking going for the fucking goblins and latching at their fucking bar and grabbing it. The goblins attempt to jerk out of the way, trying to contest. The goblins are unable to do so. Grubhub trips, takes a knee, and Skeezewell is able to lift them up and back onto his shoulders in one seamless motion yet again. Skeezewell Binbag, you can hear from out in the darkness. Ah! What's that? But you have the goblins secured. What are you guys doing? Mandion? Clagone? What's going on here?
I want to go forward and cover them, but I'm gonna die. No, I am gonna walk forward.
Okay. How far?
Cover these goblins. I'm going to walk directly in front of Skeezewell.
Okay.
So even if we're spotted, the goblins aren't hopefully spotted.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's gonna even if we're spotted, I just want to conceal our numbers.
You push forth up to the left, heading over in front of Skeezewell and trying to see what lies out over in front of you. And then that's when you hear it.
Oh, no.
The sound of a tripwire being ignited from under your step, ricocheting from right to left, and ricocheting and wrapping all the way around up above you. You can hear the sound of something dropping upon you. Oh man.
I take the dash action.
Alas, not before. A huge ass fucking net drops its ass on you.
No.
No.
Boom. Netted. A huge fucking net falls from between these two massive pillars that are now in the central that you now realize are in the center of this large opening. You are considered restrained underneath the net. I need you to make a strength saving throw to see if the weight of the net knocks you prone or not.
Oh my god.
You need at least a 10.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
shit! Your fucking suit fucking extends fully and you press out, doing almost like the YMCA pose to keep the net above you, and your stance is not fettered by the net. But I believe you are still fucking restrained.
What the fuck? Alright,
Ah! What the fuck? It's the Yui! Oh fuck, exactly like that! You can hear the commotion of goblins, of chittering and chattering, all types of goblin noises happening at this time. Clagone, what are you up to? Mandion has rushed forth, and before you knew it, he is now covered in some type of fucking, well, a net. It's quite
I
clear.
gotta run up. I gotta run up and help Mandion.
Skeezewell, what are you up to? You've harnessed the goblins, and you quite clearly heard the zing of a tripwire fucking going off, and Mandion being cast in a net.
Skeezewell is reprimanding the goblins. He's shouldering the bar and slapping them one at a time with alternating hands.
Good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Alright, at this time we will, I think we'll select our characters and roll for initiative, boys.
Holy
Nice.
The
shit.
time is upon us, I think. Let's see here.
Oh.
Whoa, shit.
Not to be bested. Skeezewell.
Damn, poor non-dex. With those goblins, you know, it's hard. It's hard to find your place in the initiative properly. What with 2 goblins
I'm
over
ready
one
under this
shoulder.
net. You better watch out.
Oh my god. Damn. Fantastic. Ooh, Clagone's flaming sword. Its first appearance. I wish it luck and good glory in this battle, gentlemen. We've got some of the usual thus far. Let's see here. Okay. Let me get the goods. You guys have a few brief seconds to discuss any potential battle strategy. one y'all would want before it's too late.
I need to get this net off of me. I say as I scramble under the net.
I could cut it with a flaming sword, but I don't want to burn you.
Oh. Might be the best move we got.
Mandion reluctantly says, as you can hear the of various goblin language being uttered out in the distance. Not far at all. The call for action is upon us.
No.
Alright. Let's see. What do we got up first? I think it's a goblin. Clagone, as you're wielding your sword over Mandion Gelden, trying to assist him with getting out of what mess he's gotten himself into here, you can hear the twang of a small goblin bow being shot at you from the right-hand side.
Oh no.
It sails towards you. A 19. Does a 19 hit?
Me?
No,
Definitely.
Clagone.
Oh.
Yeah, it equals out.
Oh shit. Okay, fucking. I'm gonna roll a. I'm gonna flip a coin, and depending, if, like you want a 4. You want a 1 to 3 here. Fuck. that fucking. You are hit. You are.
No.
You are struck in the right shin by a small caliber goblin projectile. About a medium-sized like splinter embeds itself into your shin. You take 4 piercing damage, or no, 3 piercing damage. Pardon me.
Ow.
Mandion Gelden, you find yourself at the mercy of this net, restrained, which is not the best. Being restrained, your speed is fucking 0. You benefit from no bonus to speed. Your attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saves, so not very good. You can use an action to try to free yourself from the net.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Please make a athletics check to see if you can free yourself from this net, my friend. A 12. You fucking rip this net out from fucking over on top of you, with both hands gripped around and ripping in opposite directions. You are freed from the net. The net is no longer a threat to anyone. Well done.
Thank you. And I probably don't get any of my movement or anything.
That is your... It only said your action. So, you've used up your
Interesting.
action, but you have your movement.
Interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna move forward into the fray.
Okay, you push forth. I'm gonna get in your perspective real quick. Go ahead, move on at your leisure.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna way up there.
Oh shit! Pushing forth from where you saw that goblin projectile come from, you see nothing but darkness before you.
I hate it.
and the light of Clagone's flaming fucking sword is casting a nice big fat shadow in front of you. and you are
Perfect.
unable to see much in front of you. But you can hear immediately like the skittering and like of goblins very close to you. Like they are, they must be in like hitting range, but you can't fucking see them.
Damn.
And you're not sure how many there are, but you feel like you are in the presence of the enemy.
I'm gonna move forward another 10 feet.
Oh shit. Okay, very good.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh shit. You find yourself upon a goblin. It's very, very similar to the other goblins you've been encountering thus far. Not the largest of enemies. Very, very similar to Gobspit and Grubhub company that you've been entertaining.
Got it.
And they do not look that formidable.
I'm gonna throw a thunder gauntlet in his face.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ah!
Having no weapon deployed at all, you fucking wind up your fist and test out your newly improvised gauntlet attachments. Unfortunately, this goblin saw it coming and was able to jerk his head out of the way just in time, but not before receiving that one thunder damage. A successful hit, but a glancing blow.
Damn.
Huh.
One of his eardrums are blown out.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, you can't attack because you used your action to free yourself.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
No, fucking... You almost fooled me, Mandion Gelden. I'm watching... You guys saw that?
I
You guys saw that?
I almost slipped by you,
That
dude.
motherfucker?
I'm good at this shit. You're just better.
If you have a bonus action, you can deploy that if you have any.
I mean, I do, but
action.
no. So I'm good.
Shit, okay, pretty good. The Goblin Shaman has a action and a bonus action, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Let's see. Oh my goodness, what a time, gentlemen. Skeezewell Binbag has plenty of time to formulate his his battle plan while lecturing the goblins about what may ensue. Let's see. You can hear off to your side, Mandion Gelden. As more goblins push up, and you can hear them pittering and pattering in the darkness, over beyond some supplies that you have stumbled upon, out here over in the fucking pitch darkness. And then you can see it, the light of a goblin spell illuminating the darkness over yonder. And some kind of strange energy, green in its tint, flows over this goblin before you, and it begins to transform in shape. It begins convulsing and retching around, and its skin turns into a black pigment and begins to almost spike out in certain areas, almost like that of the bark of a tree.
It's not what I wanted to hear.
Oh, very dangerous. The goblin has successfully cast a spell upon that goblin over yonder. Let's see, gotta make the necessary arrangements here. Woo! Goblin before you looks much more formidable than it did prior. And it knows it too, as it regains its composure and takes a strike at you with a small, crude blade. A 19. Does that hit?
Yes, but it does no damage.
It scratches almost enough to get your flesh, but it deals no damage. Nice. Excellent.
Heck yeah.
Your sweet, thick suit protecting you from such a meager amount of damage as that.
That's right. Too weak.
Clagone Brolin, you are up.
I'm coming, Mandion.
You can hear the sounds of magic being cast in the distance.
Oh no, you have gotten yourself into a mess. Shit. Fuck. I'm gonna whip out a hand axe and try to hit this weird convulsing goblin that's turning black.
Okay, yeah. I would say you could get it. You toss your flaming sword into the same. You drop down your shield by your knee for a second. Switch hands in your sword. Draw a hand axe and go for a throw. Is that what we're going for here? Nice.
Yep.
Oof. Your hand axe sails, and it strikes right into the shoulder of this goblin. And you can hear it as it's almost like you threw a hatchet at a practice range. You hear the sound of dense wood being struck. And even though it has landed upon the goblin, it has dealt no damage to the goblin's superior armor at this time.
Damn.
Oh shit!
And the axe slowly falls out onto the ground. Ting, ting, ting.
That's not good.
Oh dear, this is bad.
You can hear Clagone, the snickering of a goblin over there in the distance, laughing at your demise.
Oh my god. Alright, that's it. I'm out of actions.
Okay, alright, very good. Skeezewell Binbag, you're up, my friend. You can see your friends engaged in a melee up ahead. And you can feel the fucking treachery of another type of magic. Unlike that of the sorcerer arts being cast in your nearby area. The thought of it makes you sick. If I'm not being too bold.
It does make me sick.
Shall you
Alright,
do, my friend?
Skeezewell's gonna cast Vicious Mockery
Oh, okay.
on this goblin.
Hit me up with the deets, baby. And cast it at your leisure. Spell save 13, is that correct? I think that if you go to your spell section, it should say spell DC.
Alright, ready?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah, yep, yeah, 13. Yep, must be. Okay, 60 feet, no problem. Goblin needs to make a wisdom save, no problem. A 13, exactly? Shit. Fuck. Oh, I think he makes it, Jesus.
Yeah, because it's not an attack.
Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Oh.
Damn, I was gonna call him a freak and everything.
Shit, he needed at least that 13, and he got it. Holy fuck. Damn.
Alright, Skeezewell's gonna try and move into position to see the shaman.
Okay. Are you dropping your goblin contingent? Are you freeing them? Are you... What's up? What's
No,
the plan with them?
I'm shouldering them on one shoulder, so they're like,
Okay.
kind of swinging around.
I'll have you make
A little
another...
awkward.
Alright, I'll have you make another athletics check to see if they, to see if that compromises any of your movement or not. 14? I would say you could get it done without sacrificing any movement. Where would you like to go? I will help bring you all.
Thank you.
Just like, this is 25 feet here. Oh, you want to go to the right over there? Okay.
Yeah.
That is 30 feet. Either way, just about. You could go
Right.
further to the left if you want. Then,
Can you see my my thing?
I can, yeah.
So like, yeah, right here, I guess.
That's 25 feet there. I guess you'd have to take the extra 5 to get around those boxes. So, I guess we'll call this.
Fair enough.
You've got your goblins on one side. You can see this goblin is visibly distracted by the display of a human racing up with 2 goblins in like their carry-on, essentially.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna call out to that goblin and say, "You're next."
Okay, nice. Fuck yeah. And so concludes the first round of combat. Top of the round. Off in the distance, can be heard.
Ugh. Who's bothering my gobos? You runts, you'll pay for this.
And the sound of many a churmuring goblin over beyond in the darkness.
Man, the music really faded at the right time.
You boys are gonna have your work cut out for you on this bitch. A tough orc joins the fray. Okay, top of the round, lesser goblin. Ah! Is that you, Grubhub? What the fuck? What in seven hells did they do to you? You fucking animals! He fucking lunges over this fucking box and goes for a strike at Mandion Gelden. Mandion Gelden, 20. Fucking just enough to scratch and almost draw blood upon a weak spot in your armor. But just in time, your armor seizes in just the right moment, and you clench your joints, and just so. So you are able to deflect it without suffering any damage whatsoever.
Excellent.
Dude, that's fucking badass. Pays to have Iron Man armor
That's
when you're
right.
fighting goblins, turns out.
It's pretty useful.
You are up, my good man. What are you up to? What do you think?
I'm gonna send my left fist into this goblin's face and see if it does any better.
Okay, fucking glancing off with the right, you come for another left hook using that momentum.
Wow.
Oof. You are able to connect, but again, it's just you hear the crunching of bark from the tree-like exoskeleton of this coated goblin. He is formidable. No damage is done.
Not a fan of that.
It's gonna take a little bit getting used to boxing in this in this apparatus.
I was looking to back away, maybe launch a firebolt this thing, but I don't want to provoke 2 attack. Jesus.
True.
This will be my turn, I guess.
Ooh, damn, we're playing the
I'm gonna
goblin.
stand here and tank the heads.
Playing goblin chess.
That's right.
I mean, provoking 2 attacks of opportunity from these fucks might not be too bad.
Yeah. I don't know what that bark thing's gonna be doing, but
True.
it'll just be a defense buff. I don't know.
It's up to you. Going once, going twice, going
Nope.
3 times. Okay. You can hear over beyond in the distance the sounds of heavy footsteps, much heavier than the goblins you've faced thus far, as a large 6-foot or so humanoid enters into the fray, clad in leather armor and a long black ponytail, and a large crazy green skin with a large chin underbite with fangs, and a big, jagged longsword dangling off in his right hand. A new foe has entered the arena of combat.
What the fuck?
Skeezewell Binbag, you can make out just barely over in the distance the muttering of a goblin incantation as it gets ever so faintly distant and backs away from the field of combat. This goblin before you, Mandion Gelden, is going to go for a strike upon you. Oof, unable to do so. He goes for a strike at your underarm, and you catch his small blade by squeezing your arm up against the inner side of your torso, holding the goblin's weapon. Clagone Brolin, you are up, my friend. The sword of Beric Dondarrion lies true. You'll see that you have a one-handed and two-handed attack in your attack list for your sword of BD. I believe I've abbreviated it. You'll want to use your one-handed attack because you have a shield.
Yeah, I have a
in your
shield,
left
and I need it.
hand. Very good. You'll also see that you have an attack modifier, I think,
I
or a
do.
damage modifier that you want to equip whenever you have activated your Sword of Beric Dondarrion and plan to use it, because that will add your appropriate damage appropriately.
Well, after just being mocked and laughed at by a nasty goblin, this one in front of me that lunged after his friend, I'm gonna scream at him, "He's not yours anymore," and come down with the sword in one swift motion.
Ooh, fuck. It is so. You swing down the flaming sword of Beric Dondarrion, and it pierces in through the left shoulder of the goblin and deep into its fucking body. Holy shit. Mortally wounding it. It is literally on its last stage of life, suffering 6 slashing damage and the additional 4 fire damage. Whew. It is not looking good. It stands heavily bloodied and on its absolute last legs. Almost a kill in one shot. A fine swing with a fine sword. Anything else, Master Brolin?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to laugh at him, just like they did to me.
Very good. Skeezewell Binbag. A melee ensues not far from you at all. Flaming swords and goblins galore. What are you up to with your goblin caravan?
Alright, I'm mocking again.
Oh shit, okay. Different target or same one?
Different.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Very good.
Let me just go back.
Go for the mock. Fucking second verse, same as the first. This goblin's gonna have to make a... Oh shit, does he just take the psychic damage no matter what?
No, he has to. So he only takes the psychic
it if
damage if he fails the
Okay,
check. Yeah.
alright, okay. That's okay. That's what I thought. Just double checking. Let's see. So wisdom. Yeah, wisdom, right? Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
A 12. He fails. He's taking the 1 psychic damage. What do you say to mock this goblin?
Oh, damn it! I was thinking.
River slaves.
This goblin just begins convulsing and falls onto the ground and dies.
Nice.
Eventually
Last hit.
remaining still, the light failing from his eyes.
Him.
Good. Skeezewell is going to, as a bonus action, shift the goblins so that they see what has just happened.
Alright, so you're gonna turn like this and turn them like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that they can witness it.
The fucking display. You can hear off in the back. Whoa, you sick fucks. Okay, anything furthermore.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Top of the round. Off from over in the distance, you guys can hear the sounds of more goblins heading on the approach. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mandion Gelden. Top of the
me.
round, starting with you. What's up, buddy?
Well,
What are you up to?
I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity
Oh, shit.
and back up.
Let me... Okay, very good. This goblin will attempt to strike you, as you probably imagined.
I kind of imagine.
Oh,
Oh
shit!
my god!
He fucking grabs the fucking blade back from underneath your arms and goes for a strike against your visor, scratching across it, and it's just enough to, like, crack it just a tad, but you're able to draw your face back just in time to not absorb any damage.
That's right.
just enough.
I'll walk back another 5 feet and throw a fireball at him.
Oh, shit. Okay, very good. Retorting back with a little baseball-sized fireball from the palm of your hand, you unleash it toward the goblin. Oh, shit, that hits.
Damn right.
5 fire damage as it burrows and leaves a nice crater-sized hole in the chest of this goblin, piercing past the black bark exterior, and you can see that goblin blood is beginning to flow out of the charred flesh. A successful hit.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna stand right here.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Let's see. We've got a pitter patter of a goblin shaman out in the distance. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous, gentlemen. What's a goblin to do? Ooh. You boys can see is out way in the darkness. This faint glow, a tinge of a dark forest green, begins to emanate out in forming almost a figure 8 pattern. The sign of a goblin shaman casting a spell. As you're all focused on that, you can feel as underneath you something tugs upon your boots and your shins, crawling up, trying to get upon your knees. The goblin shaman has cast Entangle. And I need everyone, let's see, to make a strength save to see if you can kick your feet away as these grasping weeds reach up from in between the tiles of the masonry and try to surround you, boyos. Oh shit, Skeezewell Binbag has no problem lifting up his fucking knees almost in like a marching type motion and breaking away out of the vines that try to entangle upon him.
Nice.
Let's see. This is a nice 20 by 20, so it's this whole area. It gets everyone, including this goblin over here. This goblin will also need to make a strength save. Everyone's strength save time. Oh, this goblin is captured in the shit. Oh shit. So is Mandion Gelden and Clagone Brolin. You guys can feel as up to your knees now and beginning to tighten and grip around you are these vines and briar-esque vegetation that reaches onto you and holds you in place. You guys are now restrained by the plants. I'm so sorry. We're restrained by the magical plants.
Rip plants.
And you can see Skeezewell is off faintly in the distance. The faint glow of a goblin shaman maintaining concentration. You can also hear the skittering pitter-patter of more goblins as they push up into the fray. And this large brute begins pushing his way forth. Does this place also count as difficult terrain? Yes, it does. Let's see. It's 15 feet. I'm gonna move 5. You can see Clagone as a large orc moves up before you and draws from over his shoulder a javelin and goes for an overhanded toss over at you. An 8. You bring it up with your shield, blocking the javelin, no problem. Let's see, this lesser goblin is going to attempt to try to break out of the weeds and vines that have also grabbed him. He is unable to do so. Clagone Brolin, you are restrained right now, which is not very good. You can use your action to try to break free of these plants.
I will do that, because fuck plants.
Okay, you can make an athletics check if you would desire to break out of the goddamn plants. Oh shit, that's just what you needed. You fucking pull your legs free and are able to be mobile once again. No longer restrained by the plant menace.
Obviously, things have gotten a little hairy, so... Oh god, that's the wrong one.
What is it, Clagone?
There we go. Things have gotten hairy. Damn it! No, I gotta wait. Never mind. Things are good. I'm gonna. Now that I've broken free, I'm gonna charge at this orc and yell obscenities in his language at him.
Stomping upon the goblin corpse and being wary of where you're placing your footing, and now the small garden that has grown up around you. You take a stance before this orc and prepare yourself for a mighty duel. Skeezewell Binbag. You find yourself unaffected by the plants and free for your movement. What do you desire to do?
I'm gonna cast a Chaos Bolt on the orc.
Oh, fuck. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let a Chaos Bolt rip.
Subtracting a slot. And...
Oof. Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt! At what level? Can I cast at level 2 or no?
I don't
No.
think you have any level 2 spells, so I think just level 1.
I'm doing level 1.
Oh, fuck. 17 hits. Let's see, what do you got here? So you got a 4 and an 8. So you can either have force or thunder damage.
Thunder.
Okay, thunder it is. Fucking clap both of your hands together horizontally and then open them slowly together, revealing a small thunder cloud that is kind of formed in the center in between your hands. And then you speak the verbal component, and the thunder cloud thrusts out, bashing into this orc, dealing a whopping 17 thunder damage. Holy shit. Very impressive. Fucking connecting and badly bloodying this orc. You can see Clagone as it passes right in between you and this odd-looking goblin. It strikes right, like, almost burrowing a hole through the stomach of this fucking orc. He is mortally wounded. Nice work, Skeezewell. A fine cast. Anything furthermore? Mr. Binbag? Hello? Anyone?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Alright. Just testing. Skeezewell Binbag, Skeezewell Binbag.
I've returned.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Um,
What are you up to now? Your strike landed successfully, mortally wounding the orc, but not killing him.
so am I able to take a bonus action to help free Mandion?
Ooh, I think you would have to use an action to assist with that.
A full action. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think that's it.
Okay, alright. Holding on to your goblins. We're at the top of round 4. This moment, another goblin enters the fray. Very dangerous.
How many are there? Oh god.
Mandion Gelden, you find yourself entangled by plants. What will you do? Mandion Gelden? Man, everyone's so AFK. During this epic battle. Fuck me. He must not be able to... He probably fainted from the adrenaline. I can assume he'll want to free himself from the plant, but he might want to do something else crazy. You never know with him.
Yeah, bro. I might want to shoot while entangled.
It's fucking... It's ill-advised, but possible.
Crossed my mind.
Damn it, Mandion Gelden.
Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, hey. It's your turn, buddy. You are entangled by plants.
Great. I don't want to be.
You can use your action to free yourself if you desire. You can do a athletics check to see if you can break free of those plantaloons. Yeah. Fuck, you do not. You are still restrained by the plants. The servos of your fucking suit entangled and intertwined like a lawnmower getting filled with weeds. this vegetation has filled the very crevices of your suit, and they have a firm grip on you.
Fantastic.
Anything else?
I can launch a firebolt at these guys still, right?
Yes, I think it will just be with disadvantage. Double check.
I'll do it.
The vines now are starting to like reach up to your arms and getting in like into the compartments of your suit.
No.
Let's see. If you are restrained, the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Yeah. So
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wait, can you cast Firebolt as a bonus action, you motherfucker?
Does it have to be a bonus action?
Yes. Yes. Oh no, it was your action to cast Firebolt, which you spent your poor action trying to break free of the weeds.
Oh, that is an action. Okay.
Yes. Yep. Sorry. Yes. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Now we're good then.
Fucking these weeds, bro.
These weeds.
Okay. More goblins push into the fray. Jumping on top of this box. A goblin makes himself known, and he looks quite different from the other goblins you guys have seen so far. This one is like tan and brownish of skin, and has little scraps of leather armor upon him, and a larger weapon. Seems to be a bit more of a formidable type of goblin, maybe of a different clan or subspecies. It's hard to say. But he takes out a crude little dagger and throws it at fucking Clagone Brolin.
No.
Oof, a 9. That does not hit. You fucking deflect it with your shield. It fucking sticks into it. Another one of these goblins begins pushing its way around and into the fray. This one stabs over this box at you, Clagone Brolin, wielding a pretty sizable looking short sword. It lashes out at you. Oof, an 8 ain't nothing. You were able to sidestep it and parry it with your flaming sword, no problem. They are hesitant about getting near it. But at the same time, they are upon you. The large, tough orc before you peels back with a large swing and brings it down upon you. This jagged, longsword-looking blade. A 13. Ding! It ain't nothing. You fucking deflect that bitch effortlessly.
I'm holding my own, Mandion Skeezewell.
This lesser goblin, entangled in the same state as Mandion Gelden, will try to free himself as well. Nope. He is unable. He is stuck. Fucking Mandion Gelden and this lesser goblin are just being swallowed by these vines and vegetation. Clagone Brolin.
The first thing I want to do is take my bonus. Can I do my bonus action before my action?
Yes. Yep. You can take it in whatever order you desire.
I'm gonna channel divinity and utter a vow of enmity against this orc.
Oh shit! Oh damn. Okay, very good. That will be your bonus action, giving you advantage. Okay.
That's right. Advantage.
So be it. Okay.
And on my action, I'm gonna hit the goddamn motherfucker with my amazing sword.
Okay.
And fuck his day up.
Go for the one-handed strike with advantage. Ooh, you can.
Oh, I didn't roll advantage.
You can just roll it again.
Roll it again.
Yeah, nice. Oh fuck.
Yeah, even better.
Shit. Okay. I think that does it. You slay the orc. Your first kill with the sword of Beric Dondarrion. How does he die?
Obviously, with one amazing the heat coming off that sword makes the slicing of the head with the ponytail getting cut in half as well. His head comes clean off, and I jam it down through the cut off part of the head, down the throat, into the body, and finish him off as they cook him on the inside.
A ravenous display. You may add an orc kill to your list. of fatalities. A fine first slaying. The goblins are caught aback by this display of ferociousness. Anything furthermore?
That is it.
Skeezewell Binbag.
He's a Binbag. Who the heck is this guy?
That is another goblin who's entered the fray. Quite distinct from the other type of goblins you've been experiencing so far. These ones appear to be of a different type of clan or some type of different subspecies. It's not sure to you, but they're a bit more formidable looking than the other goblins you've encountered.
I'm gonna shoot it with fire.
Okay, you do have to watch out for fucking Clagone Brolin. Fucking this goblin's kind of getting a bit of cover from Clagone, but but thanks to your spell sniper ability, you actually kind of negate that feature. So you could strike at the goblin actually, probably without any disadvantage at all.
Maybe I'll go with this guy actually.
Okay, very good.
All right, ready?
Yep, goblin's toted over one hand.
Oh shit!
You fucking cock back your right hand with the other, and a fireball-sized firebolt, the same size as Mandion Gelden's, begins to form. But then it begins to twirl in the palm of your hand, and gets more vibrant and becomes like softball size, and you launch it out toward this goblin. Cracks right in the face. This fucking very impressive for a cantrip amount of damage, and blasts away a bunch of blood and chunks of flesh as the goblin falls back dead, its body still constrained and being held on to by the vines.
Very
Nice.
satisfying.
Nice, dude. Holy shit. That's your third natural 20 of the night.
Rocking it.
Someone called the police.
The 20 police. Skeezewell's ducking down behind his tangled goblin friend or slave, depending on how you look at it.
Okay, very
it.
good. Let's see. This goblin Snagga, up to no good. Pushing on downtown, 20 feet, and up upon this body of the slain orc. Pushing it out of the way, and engaging in combat with Clagone. Because these two goblins are near each other, they have a special ability.
Oh no.
They engage in pack tactics, giving themselves advantage when an ally is in proximity. Clagone, you can see as these goblins are kind of working almost with a higher tactical advantage than the ones you've been facing so far. And when they're side by side by this, they become far more formidable opponents than when just facing them in duels. And this goblin lunges at you with a crude short sword, some type of twisted metal. Oof, it ain't nothing though, you deflect it away with your shield. No problem. Mandion Gelden, still entrenched in weeds and vines, will you use your action to free yourself successfully?
Yes. I will do
Athletics
it.
check, please. Gods be good.
Nope.
Buck, you are still constrained. You are still constrained in the vines. You are restrained in the weeds and the vines. Is there anything you want to do?
There's nothing I can do.
Other than be restrained in the vines.
There's nothing I can do.
Unfortunately, fucking not. Let's see. The pitter-patter of goblin feet can be heard as they musher up to the front lines, Skeezewell's glory making itself known and visible. Let's see. And he begins to cast another spell. First concentration on a spell fading. He goes for another one of a different mantra, tracing a triangle in the air that takes a dark purple tinge. And it shoots out these little purple clouds of smoke that trail their way over and find themselves over the head of both Mandion Gelden, Skeezewell Binbag, and Clagone Brolin. Shit. Let's see, I need you guys all to make a charisma saving throw as this goblin shaman casts Bane on all your asses. Oh shit, Clagone Brolin ain't feeling nothing. Skeezewell Binbag feeling it heavily. Mandion Gelden, feeling it heavily. Not the best. Let's see. Whenever you, Mandion Gelden, Skeezewell Binbag, let's see, I'll make you guys kind of like stunned. Yeah, there you go, stunned. You guys will be stunned up for now. This goblin is focusing on that now. Shit, yeah, whenever you guys make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you have to subtract a d4. Fuck me, from the attack or saving throw. Oh no, now Mandion Gelden's gonna be stuck in the weeds forever! No! Oh shit, what a tragic turn of fucking events. The Goblin Snagga, seeing prime opportunity, is gonna jump over this box. Taken to the air. Has to make a dexterity check. Holy fuck, a 20. Very impressive. Goblin is able to leap 10 feet with no issue. And pushes its way over. Taking a slash at Skeezewell Binbag and his cohort. Now, Skeezewell, I would say you are taking some cover advantage from having from having your goblins on that side. We will see what that amounts to when the time comes to it.
After that.
Oh shit, what's your AC? It might amount to it right now.
13.
13, yeah. So with this, the fucking goblins have just enough, of an ability to shield you from it. But Grubhub will be struck instead. Grubhub takes 7 piercing damage as the goblin wrenches across fucking poor Grubhub with a medium-sized weapon. Clagone. This goblin, just beyond you, takes another stab at you, also with advantage, due to being in melee range with its friend. A 21. You suffer 4 piercing damage, Clagone Brolin, as this creature gets a nice gash in over on the side of your head, and you dodge your head away just in time, but not before it scrapes along the right side of your face.
Ow.
You take 4 fucking piercing damage.
God damn.
Holy shit. This tough orc, slain. This goblin shaman, hidden. This lesser orc, slain. Clagone Brolin, you are up, my friend.
Obviously, that Bane's gonna hurt the party, so I'm gonna whip out a nice little holy water bottle from previous that I've had stored for a while and bless the party.
The counter bless. Okay. Alright. I assume it's Skeezewell Binbag, Mandion Gelden, and yourself.
Indeed it is.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add your concentration. You are focusing on that and cannot cast another concentration spell without that effect ending. And I will give you the benefits of Be by Bow Bless at this time, as well as you and you. Everyone feel free to enable your Bless modifiers in your character sheets respectively. Everyone is benefiting from it. Okay, Clagone Brolin. Taking your action to cast Bless, what else would you like to do?
Kind
of in a rough spot.
Actually, I don't have a bonus action. That is going to be it. I'm just going to bless the party.
Okay, very good. Very selfless of you. Hopefully it will prove to make the difference. Skeezewell Binbag. You find yourself feeling a mixture of sudden hope and elation, but also dread and foreboding for what this situation may turn out to. What will you do?
Skeezewell's gonna reach around the goblin and strike with his hand axe.
Oh shit! Yeah, reaching from underneath your cloak and twirling the goblins around on the left, you go for a fucking strike! Ooh, nice. Oh, and I'll roll that a d4 to subtract against you. So you are suffering from Bane as well. Oh shit. I can just do that right here. A 3, okay. That still hits. You strike for 9 slashing damage, twirling around to the left and striking down this goblin. It's up to you if you want to describe the kill. The goblin before you is slain.
It all happens so fast because Skeezewell's like pushing the goblin aside,
Yep.
taking the axe out, whipping it around.
It's one beautiful fluid motion. And
It's a nice neck chop that does just enough.
Mandion Gelden has time to see it. He's not doing much else. So he gets to see the skill of Skeezewell Binbag's hand axery. Well done.
Very impressed.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Binbag?
Oh, that's it.
Shit. Okay. Top of round 6, gentlemen. Fucking hang in there. You guys are on the... Well, potentially the winning end, I pray. This goblin before you, Clagone, is going to go for a strike against you. Big surprise, big surprise. With advantage once again. An 11, you deflect it, no issue. Mandion Gelden, you find yourself in trance, also elated, but also feeling feelings of dread.
This is great. I'm gonna try to get out of these vines I'm still
You
in.
can make an athletics check to break out of there. I don't think it's actually going to be affected by Bless or anything like that. Oh, boom. Perfect. You're fucking... Finally, the hydraulics in your suit kicking in after some kind of temporary malfunction. You are no longer restrained by the vines and are free to move at your leisure.
Excellent. I will
But your action has been consumed.
move at my leisure.
Very good.
I'm taking the flank.
Okay. It does cost double movement to get the fuck out of there, so you're at
Shit.
you cost 20 feet just then. Getting the fuck out of there because of the vines along the ground counts as difficult terrain, which costs double fucking movement.
What the?
Pretty rough.
So I need to move 2.5 feet back the other way.
If you
Something.
no, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. No, you're good. You got another 5 feet to play with, if you desire.
All right, now I'm good.
Let's see. We've got a goblin shaman who's gonna get the fuck out of here. See ya. Goblin Snagga dead. Goblin Snagga trying to get Clagone Brolin dead. Yeah! Oh, a 22. Fuck me.
Oh no!
Again, Clagone, fucking this one creature having you distracted, you were able to parry its strike and focusing on it. Whilst you were parrying it, this other goblin went for an underhanded stab toward your gut and connected on the left side of your body. You take 5 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh shit, damn, you maintain concentration on Bless. Bless does not fail, but you do take the 5 piercing damage. All the same.
That does hurt.
You are bloodied at this time. You can feel the taste of your own blood in your mouth, and you are beginning to sweat. And it's not just from the fire, from the fire of your sick-ass sword. Let's see. This Goblin Shaman, noticing its spell has no effect, will drop Entangle. And push forth into the fray. You can see Clagone, as this goblin is, again, preparing some kind of incantation. And a small bit of fireball comes sailing out towards you. Let's see. Is there a fucking... my goblin flame not ready? Oh, there we go. A 21 hits, I assume. Shit. Fuck.
It does.
You take another 4 fire damage, as you can see the small curling of a spell making its way toward you, and strikes you in the left shoulder. Pop! A small firebolt-esque explosion. Just into the weak point of your armor.
You said how much damage?
You take 4 fire damage. Which is just regular damage. But fire.
Yeah.
Clagone, Brolin, you are in rough shape, my friend. What will you do?
I am gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Very good.
My last spell slot.
Damn. On yourself.
On myself.
Okay. Disregard the fire damage, naturally. You heal 5 hit points. Put your shield down to the ground for a second and press the left hand up against your chest and regain that 5 HP. Hopefully it goes a long way.
Hopefully that helps.
Oh shit, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you still get the benefits of Bless or not. You do not!
No!
Bless comes to an end. The sting of the goblin fire. Enough to knock your concentration off its mark. Bless ends for everyone. Anything else, Mr. Brolin?
No, man, that is all I can do at the moment.
Skeezewell Binbag. You see
My turn.
you can see your companion before you is in dire straits. And there's being magic cast left and right. What will you do?
I spy with my little eye. Oh,
Oh, fuck.
the goblin shaman. I'm going to cast magic missile.
Ooh, okay. Alright, very good.
Using my final level 1 spell.
Oh, shit.
I'm going
It's
to
fucking
cast
demon right
all
here.
3 bolts at the goblin.
Shaman, okay.
Shaman.
Alright, very good. You may roll damage for all 3 bolts.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit. Nice, dude. Alright. That's the best you could get on each one.
That's
Nice, dude.
literally stacked.
Well done,
That's
well
good.
done. Oh, fucking Mandion Gelden, you can see is from over your shoulders. Rays of fucking light pierce out into the darkness and flood forth toward this fucking goblin shaman, striking it. Fucking knocking it back, dead, into the darkness. Well done.
My hero.
Well done, but at the cost of your
Well
last level 1
done.
spell.
True.
Will it be worth it? Only time will tell. But so far, so fucking good. Well done, my friend. Anything else? Come on, Binbag. You got anything else, Binbag?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was a spectacular display.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Skeezewell's exhausted.
A perfect magic missile.
Yeah.
Clagone Brolin, back to your not-so-perfect situation. Panting now, the taste of your own blood in your mouth. This goblin, darting left and right, goes for a lunge towards you. A 17. Zing! It's close. You fucking, it pierces by your shield, skimming along the rim of it, and you have to catch it with your flaming sword and deflect it away at the last second, parrying it away from you. Mandion Gelden. Dude, these goblins aren't fucking around.
I come back around the corner and I cast grease on the ground right here.
Oh shit! Alright. Hit me up with the deets of the grease.
The deets of the grease.
Greasing it up. Oh shit, a 10-foot square, okay. I think I can emulate such a thing. It'll be that.
That.
Oh, nice. Oh, perfect. Very good. Just as such. Difficult terrain. Standing in the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Okay. Clagone, you can see this before you. All of a sudden, the the goblin snaga begin losing some of their gripping, and the floor begins to change in texture. Oh, let's see. What is that? Fucking dexterity? Goblins are kind of dexterous. Here's hoping they don't have it in
Not
them.
today.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck. That one is pretty fucking dexterous. Holy
that
shit.
is.
Oh my god. What about this one? Ooh, not so good.
Sucks.
Let's see. What is the... A 14? Yeah, nope, he ain't making it.
See ya.
This goblin falls prone to the ground. You can see Clagone Brolin as this goblin over here that was about to take the opportunity to take a lunge and stab at you, all of a sudden loses its footing and falls and cracks the side of its head on the edge of this crate as it falls down to the ground, out of your sight, right this moment. Anything else, Mandion Gelden?
No.
Alright, so level 1 conjuration spell.
Gotta conjure that grease.
Let's see, this goblin shaman is continuing to do the Lord's work. This goblin Snaga's on the fucking ground. What else does it have to do? Ooh, a creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Very interesting. Okay, so this goblin is going to stand up. No problem there. Spending half of its movement to do so. It's then going to lunge once again at you, Clagone Brolin. A 22! Fucking, you didn't see this goblin coming out of nowhere. It stood up as quickly as it fell down and came for a jumping lunge attack and was able to strike into your right shoulder, pretty close to your neck. You suffer 5 piercing damage from the ferocity of this goblin's fucking crude metallic weapon.
There goes my cure wounds.
Rip. Well, good thing you did it. You're up.
I'm sick of getting beaten down and fucked by these ugly little creatures that I'm gonna come down hard with my sword and attack this one in front of me.
Bust him up. Ooh, a 12. That is the armor class of the creature. I need you to roll a d6 to see if you hit or miss. If you roll a 4 to 6, you hit. If you roll a 1 to 3, you miss. Oh shit! Nice.
Yes.
You fucking bring the flaming sword down with all your might into this creature. At first, you think he's gonna deflect it off the blade, but you continue the pressure, and he's unable to withstand your strength. And the flaming sword comes sailing and hits him right between the eyes, embedding deep into his skull. Let's see, 9 slashing damage is enough to kill him, plus the fucking, extra 6 fire damage. The goblin is good and dead, and his head falls back a smoldering ruin as he falls back to the ground. Woo! Alright, what else, if anything? Oh shit! Oh wait, no, excuse me. Everything's fine. Anything else, Mr. Clagone?
Oh shit.
You never know.
Try it.
Just faking you out.
I do not have a bonus action available, so no.
Okay. Alright. Skeezewell Binbag. What's up with you, baby?
Well, what happened to that goblin mage? Did he die?
Fucking, you killed that one, and it fell back into the darkness. But I think that you think that there's another one out here somewhere. That's
alright.
unseen.
Skeezewell's gonna start clambering over the bodies. He's gonna go here and attack this goblin with a hand axe.
Oh shit, are you bringing your goblin cohort with you?
No, they're stuck. They're still stuck, right? Or did that stop?
They have not. They were not affected by the vines.
Okay.
They are free to be moved wherever you desire to move them.
So they're still on my shoulder.
Yes, at this time. At this time.
Yeah. All right. So I'm stomping over. Skeezewell's kind of limited with his movement, but he's still going.
With goblins.
So yes, right here if possible, and I'm
Okay.
going to attack with my hand axe.
Okay. Go for a
Yeah.
hand axe attack.
Ah,
This
shit.
if this goblin sees it coming, ching, is able to deflect it with little issue. Anything furthermore?
No.
Okay. There's a big mess over there right now. Let's see, that goblin's dead. Mandion Gelden is not dead. It's Mandion Gelden's turn. What do you got, Mandion Gelden? You concentrate on that grease? No. We can't hear you, by the way.
I'm throwing a fireball.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright. It'll be pretty hard to fucking thread the barrel. But you can give it a shot.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Crit coming in. Ooh.
Oof, unfortunately. You're nervous about hitting Skeezewell or Clagone, and the flailing goblins over Skeezewell's shoulder also are a bit distracting. And you strike the pillar behind the goblin, rather than the goblin itself.
Ooh. Alright. How long do I have? I think I moved 10 feet?
Maybe?
Yeah,
Think
I was
so.
down here. 5,
Yeah,
10,
yeah. You got feet to play with, boy.
15, 20,
Nice.
25,
Nice.
30. That's gonna be my turn.
Yeah, very good. Let's see, we've got another goblin. Let's see, Mandion Gelden, you can hear the sound of footsteps as they rush up and away from the field of battle. This goblin Snagga has to make a dexterity save or fail on the grease. Oh shit. Yeah, I have to roll again. It fails. Fuck it. Falls down on the ground. Uses half of its movement to get back up. Fucking thing. Tries to take a stab at this new target with Goblin Cohort. Skeezewell Binbag. An 11 ain't nothing. Skeezewell, you're able to deflect it with your hand axe handily, without
Nice.
any of the harm coming to any of your goblin minions. Clagone Brolin. What are you up to,
Herman.
Rich?
I'm gonna try to slay this last creature since it's done so much harm, and take another swipe with the sword of Barrack.
Finish this bitch. Oh shit, you drive down the flaming longsword, piercing through the left shoulder of the goblin and down into its body, dealing a whopping 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Just enough to kill it. Boom. 2 more goblins added to your kill counter. And as of right now, combat comes to an end.
Mhm.
Whew.
A close call.
Whew, hot doggy. You guys
Those
are left.
vines had me wrapped up like a hug.
You guys are left with the fucking stillness of this chamber. And leagues of goblin blood amongst your feet. And that is where we'll
And I
leave
think
our
it's
session for the night.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I need to
Ooh, wee.
get out of this room, but it was excellent.
The
Really
humidity
good.
is
I'm
fucking
gonna turn
killer.
my AC on. Yeah,
Humidity is just a killer.
no shit.
But, fucking, what a joy. What a joy, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I miss this. I miss this.
A satisfying session after the reprieve. Oh, man. Pretty good. Pretty good. You guys got a
Absolutely.
decent combat formation. You'll have to watch out for those vines, though.
Yeah, no, really. And that grease. Watch out
This
for all that
sword.
grease.
This sword is a lot better than my Searing Smite.